Peace, 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 peace. Peace, love, and light to all American Aborigines. If you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and the like button. I appreciate y'all for coming in. I want to say peace and blessings. Got a fire show today for you guys. It's the open panel as well. So I'm just going to touch around, bounce around to various different topics. You already know, man. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. So let's get right into this fire. Let's go.
Snap that bitch up, right?
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't, it ain't legalized. Realize, realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Real eyes, realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Real eyes, realize. Yeah. Slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch, I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe it. Colonizers came here, they ain't never leave here. Indians ain't off cause we here. You ain't gotta lie, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous?
Peace and blessings to the chat, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in, man. Peace and blessings.
Indians, niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Thank God don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted, it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the Nuki got voice coming out the speaker. Cut our trees down and made us weaker. Really they foreign or the shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privileges real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Been lied to, I got built up anger. We built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read, but we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there together, pay attention. We got ancestors, but the papers is missing. Kings and queens, we just can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States, only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon Killer still walking around free? Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I stated. Read still oppressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm taking you out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. It ain't my story. History is his story. It's his story. Probably ain't your story. History is his story. It's his story.
Let's get it, y'all, man. Let's get the vibes right, man. Share this around to all your social media outlets. Let's get the energy right, you guys. Let's get the energy right, man. Let's play this next little jammy jam. So brother Trey Ali. That was the brother Threads 3000. Y'all want to go check out some of his music. Go check it out. Fire content. Can I get some fire emojis in the chat, you guys? Y'all look a little quiet out there this morning.
Yeah, rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land pads, they go with them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 though if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's who we got of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't got a listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turn on us, don't act like y'all don't know. but fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing, and now we let this turn to something. Reincarnation of angels, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. You wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. And stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you can change the whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let they slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks win your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about a bus.
I'm trying to get my motherfucking people back. Shout out to my big brother Trey Ali, man. I want to say peace and blessings, y'all. Hey, it's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. Hopefully everybody's having a blissful grand rising. I appreciate everybody for taking their time out to come support the channel and tune in to what I have to say, man. I got a nice little build lined up for you. First things first, I want to get into the build with TEHUTI on Killer Priest channel. That was kind of popping shots. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Excuse my French. Let's get into it.
What's with the bodyguard, man? You talk more shit than a little bit. Back to Mother Africa. That's bullshit. Without question, we are all black Americans. You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want to see your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
Let's get it, you guys. Let's jump right into it. I want y'all to hit that like button, though. My bad. I thought I was screen sharing already. Drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. Let's run this like something, guys.
Oh, no. I'm coming up next Monday for this.
Hold up. Oh, this tour is really slow. Go ahead.
Next Monday is the Monday that it's supposed to be the face-off between myself and Mighty Hebrew, the preliminary or the talk, the face-to-face talk. This was supposed to be 6.5 months ago, but he's changed the date on different occasions. One was justified. He was ill for a little while, but now he said he's better. And I said the first Monday of October, so it'll be me and Mighty Hebrew. And I also tuned in earlier, and I saw a priest that you wanted the gentleman that's trying to get into the conversation.
Yes, he came back. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Aboriginal guy? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe when he comes on, he can, since he's trying so hard to get.
The nigga said, since I'm trying so hard to get on, nigga, I want to talk to Killer Priest. And I already talked to Killer Priest earlier in this video. So, and he said, oh, I'm glad you back. Now he mad. Matter of fact, let's skip to that. Let's skip to where he was talking about our power in the beginning of the video. Let's go right to it.
Power. I am glad you're in the building, brother. We're gonna let you finish your build. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So listen, y'all told me to come back, and then this nigga acting like I'm encroaching in on Killer Priest channel. First of all, I said Killer Priest was cool, and he actually willing to learn, and that proved my point by me coming back in the chat yesterday. And he's like, yeah, I'm glad you back. I'm gonna like to have you back. Let's run that back so he can hear it himself, man. Let's run it back.
Just one. It's us. We just go back there. You know what I mean? And shout out to Aboriginal Power. I am glad you're in the building, brother. We're gonna let you finish your build. You know what I'm saying?
And this guy right here was in the chat when I made the video. He came in the comments and he knew what I said. Me and him contacted in the chat. I don't reason I put his name in the title because I forgot his name. You feel what I'm saying? And let me say something else. This nigga gonna say I was clout chasing. First of all, I don't gotta worry about views. My views is cool. I get more views than him. I get more views than him, and I get more views than you, TEHUTI. So we're not clout chasing you. I never even went to your channel. So sit your ass down. I'm talking about strictly information.
I'm glad he in the building.
You gonna put him back on?
Oh yeah, we got something. We got something. I'm glad he came through.
We'll get my hatchet.
That piece to the podcast. When can I come back on? Soon. You can come back on soon. We definitely gonna let you build. I should have had TEHUTI come down. You know what I mean? But
see, that's the thing. I don't want to talk to TEHUTI. When I first heard the video and I want to get on, I didn't see TEHUTI on there. It was just you, him, this right here in the middle, the other guy, and there was another guy who was kind of leaning more towards the Aboriginal side. So I was like, I want to come on. The next day when I told my Aboriginal brothers and sisters, y'all in the chat, I said, let's go over there. It just happened to be the day that TEHUTI was on there. Nobody wanted to talk to him. Nobody even know him. You feel what I'm saying? But since he stepped in the way, he got to deal with the information. So let's run that back just a little bit. We're going to run it back just a little bit.
Yeah, the gentleman that's trying to get into the conversation.
yes, he came back.
Who you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Aboriginal guy? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe when he comes on, he can. Since he's trying so hard to get into the battle between the Curry Mayo situation.
No, nobody's trying to get in a battle. First of all, Corey Mayo's speaking for Native Americans or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on behalf of Negro Aboriginal people who've been here, who descendants of her, who was POW, misclassified, who has been lied to. That's my mission statement. I don't know what anybody else's mission statement is. My mission statement is to show what my peoples has done. Point blank.
Maybe he can explain the new video he put up called Killer Priest and TEHUTI is running from him.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. You didn't. Yeah, I seen that.
Wow.
Yeah, but in the video, I also said Killer Priest was respectful and he actually wants to see information. I highlighted the fact that Godman Kepra and TEHUTI was wanting to talk and beef about information. And if they want to, we can debate. Like, we ain't got to do all the chitty chat. We can set up a debate around the topic and we can have it. There's nothing else to talk about. So since you heard the video, why you never expressed anything about the debate?
I did see that. You didn't see that?
Hold on. We gotta adjust that. No,
He seen it. He watched the channel. I don't watch TEHUTI channel. I don't watch nobody else's channel. Go to my shit. I watch Killer Priest. I respect Killer Priest. I know he's been around. He never said anything bad, respect, or disrespectful. He's actually was more telling everybody to chill so he can hear, so y'all can hear the information. And when I came in yesterday, he was like, "Yo, I'm glad you came back. I appreciate that." That's why I say shout out to Killer Priest.
I didn't see it.
I see
it. We
it.
gotta adjust that. TEHUTI and Killer Priest is running from the Aboriginal powers. It's on and popping. Go ahead, finish, TEHUTI.
He said it's on and popping. That's what I like to hear, man. All about the information.
So maybe when he can come on, since he's trying so hard to get into something that he's not really invited to or a part of.
How am I not invited when Killer Priest invited me? Didn't Killer Priest invite me?
Wow, McKepper was running too. Or just me and you?
He's leaving. The interesting thing for everybody who saw the show, his actual discrepancy and back and forth was with Min Kepra.
Hey, and if you notice that in the discussion, I never talked about Killer Priest. I talked about TEHUTI and him. And this guy came in my chat. I'll show y'all the comments in a second. Because I challenged him to a debate as well in the comments, in my comment section. You see what I'm saying? I just want y'all to make that clear. All right?
But see what happened.
And the reason I didn't put his name in there, because look how long it is. I didn't even know his name.
Is the gentleman he's a view chaser.
He said I'm a view chaser. I chase views. Boy, we got more content of information going through 3-hour lectures, breaking down historical evidence and reframing evidence more than you ever did, brother. No view chasing over here, bruh. You ain't even nobody. Never right. I don't even know how many people you got on your channel. Never even went to your channel, not once. We're not view chasing. It's called being direct. It's called being direct, brother. And when I say that Killer Priest and TEHUTI was running, I mean you was running on Killer Priest channel, man.
He chases views.
Okay.
Min Kepra is not somebody that you would attack to chase for views, but he's going to put. So he left Min Kepra, who the actual guy he was talking to, which is Min Kepra. He left his name out of it and put mine and your name in it. And we never even had a conversation. I only asked the brother one question. I asked the brother, "What is the name of the structure that you'd like to debate about?" Because he said pyramid. And
what is the name of the structure that we want to build on? Which we was talking about pyramids. The experts call them pyramids. He said, I will not accept that term unless you're using it for the indigenous, unless you're using the indigenous term. Nigga, am I speaking to you in an indigenous language?
So I don't want to accept that term for the Aboriginal structure. What's the name of the structure that you'd like to talk about? He said he didn't know. And from that, he came with a 3 hour. From that point, he came with a 3-hour video called
crazy,
TEHUTI,
man.
TEHUTI and Killer Priest run from.
Why you call TEHUTI?
No, because you can't battle TEHUTI, man. These guys act. What's the other brother?
Aboriginal.
What's the other guy's name? Caramel.
Talking about we can't argue with TEHUTI. TEHUTI got the weakest points. That was the weak point. That was a deflection. Because at the end of the day, the general consensus and what science can prove is going to state that these pyramids are older. The experts call them pyramids. And you're going to say, well, you got this from white people, and white people went around classifying things. And who deciphered the metal netter? Who's one of the first people to decipher the metal netter? And what was the first word deciphered by these white people? That's funny that white people deciphered the metanetta, and the first word that they found was white people. They found Tamhu. That was the first word that they deciphered. It means white people. That's the term for the white people. But you got the nerve to tell me that my research was created and founded and classified by white people when the metanetta is fake and the first word that they classified was a white person? Like, you guys to be fucking serious, G. Like, these guys are pseudo. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Your stuff on Polite and all that. I'll be watching your channel. But if you want to buy whoever that Aboriginal, I'll be watching your stuff on Polite.
I know you be watching my channel because I don't gotta chase for views. Y'all watch my channel. Let's be clear about that. And I appreciate you, Russell. I appreciate you for saying that. Be real.
Like, you guys, y'all want to jump in the ring with this guy, whoever that Aboriginal, I'll be watching your stuff on Polite and all that. I'll be watching your channel. But if you want to battle my man TEHUTI.
I battle TEHUTI, you, him, right here. It doesn't matter. Whoever else. I've never backed down from a challenge. I am 9-0 when it comes to debates. This is on record, on YouTube records. And I ain't even talking about other debates that I had on other platforms. I'm talking about just strictly on YouTube. You understand me? I never turned down no smoke, ever. Then I come on y'all channel with plenty of smoke, plenty of sources, and I was out of town. Are y'all crazy? Y'all not know who y'all dealing with? Y'all dealing with one of the top scholars in the Aboriginal community.
Only I can battle TEHUTI because that's my brother. But you guys don't stand it. Y'all don't stand a chance, man. I'm sorry. If y'all don't stand a chance, y'all.
Rasul, I'm glad you put yourself in it, G. How about you come out then? Since you talking, how about you come out, Russell? I debate you too. Whatever topic you want. My panel's always open. My link is always in the chat. Man, Kepra know what my channel is. He came in. He know what's cracking. You guys act like I'm a view chaser. Nigga, y'all been watching my channel.
If that's the case,
and I do appreciate Killer Priest channel. It's not that I'm a view chaser. We respect it. You put my title, my name in your title of your video, so I put y'all title and put y'all name in my title. What are you talking about? Do I need to go back to the video?
We got to talk on off screen. We have to set up something because you know what I mean. Set up something real big.
Well, he did say that about you guys.
Let me explain real briefly to the audience what the Aboriginal man is doing. Let's say Jay-Z, Kanye West, Lil Jon, and Usher are having a fight on the street. That's going to get big news and a lot of views. And some random guy runs from across the street and slaps Jay-Z in the face.
Got you.
Just so he can say,
Got
I'm a part of the fight too. I was a part of it. But really, Jay-Z never addressed this guy, has no problem. And then the guy makes a video called "Jeezy's running from me."
Got you.
Yeah, he's not really even a part of this.
Right. He's not. Got you. And we said that.
You know what's funny is that I seen that video too, TEHUTI, and I was at the crib. I was at my house and I'm looking at, going through like the YouTube on my TV, and I'm like, it says Killer Priest is running from the Aboriginals. So I clicked it. I'm like, what the? And I clicked. That's what it says, yo. That's what you can pull it up, AD. I meant to. I should. I forgot to tell you. So you probably forgot too, y'all to tell you, but because it's irrelevant, really. I'm not going to think about that in the next 3-4 hours. Like, is irrelevant. But he did actually make a video. But like TEHUTI is saying, he wants us to respond to him. He's trying to get into
It ain't that I want y'all to respond, nigga. I want y'all to keep your word. You say, Aboriginal Power, you can come on and give your information. I came on, started the screen share, and all of a sudden y'all had to go. You said, Killer Priest said out of his own mouth, I want you to come back. When I came back, he said it. Y'all just heard it. I'm glad you came back. We want you to come back. So it's not that we want y'all to respond. I'm not here to even beef. I just want to display our information and our claims. Let's be clear about that. All I wanted to do was make my claims. Now is that we attacking them. No, we only attacked because you stood in front of the way as if somebody was challenging you. TEHUTI, once again. I had a wake and bake bill. We came to your channel. Want to come on? You came on to my platform. I don't even know how you even found my platform. I wasn't even looking for you, TEHUTI. Your information was whack. It's pseudo as hell. Excuse my French. But you came onto Big Aboriginal Power platform and invited me to Killer Priest channel. Killer Priest this ain't even your channel. This is Killer Priest channel. You invited me. You came onto my channel and invited me to that platform. Now I'm chasing and attacking you guys. Just say you really don't want to hear the information and you ain't got nothing to deal with it with. Just say you don't want to deal with it. That's all you got to say. You ain't got to make up fake lies. Oh, he's attacking Killer Priest. I never said one thing about Killer Priest. And if I did, I would stand on it. I mean, what are y'all talking about? I definitely said something about him and you, TEHUTI. And now, Rasul, you guys to get in the ring. So whatever topic you want. And I'm in Philly, so we can definitely set up some good topics. You feel me? To get the information. You feel me? Broad and airy. Doesn't matter.
Battle or whatever.
He's scared of McKepper.
Let's get to the rest.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because I saw one when he was talking about McKepper. He's scared of McKepper. He's like, he don't want that smoke. Hey, McKepper had it right though. Yeah. You don't want that smoke. You don't want
that's why he left me up out of the joint because he know. And listen,
he said that's why I left him out. You didn't have nothing to say. You was mad because I said I want to deal with my people too.
Hey, see, a lot of people they see me or they just be like, "Oh, this man Kepra, he popped up on the Killer Priest podcast." But you can ask KP, like,
you gotta win.
Man, Kepra is real on the mic and off the mic too.
Right.
Nigga really out here putting in major work and doing the damn thing. So it's like I'm not gonna really.
You gotta appreciate that. When somebody outside of YouTube putting in work, you gotta respect it. Cause that's what I do.
You sit around there and debate too much because I'm gonna go pull up receipts.
Ooh. Yeah. Hold on. Give me a bomb on that one. Yeah. Gunshots.
And I ain't talking about no receipts of no shit that you know, say some archaeologist or somebody. I'm talking about receipts on what you're doing right now in real life.
Yeah, we got the receipts. I know I just bought some property in Detroit. Y'all know we be throwing events. Come on, man. Y'all know the work we put in. Multiple businesses. Come on, man. Y'all know the work we put in outside this shit, man. Big Al Power is Mr. Work, man. Mr. Travel and build and lock in and build shit in communities. I do this for real, not just one city. You feel me? In the city I live in, the city I'm from, everywhere we pulling up. That's what Big Al do. I am a living proof of what Aboriginal power is. I done went to almost 44 different. I done went out of town 44 different times since 2020. Just the beginning of 2020. I just wanted to make that clear. Most of it was business trips linking in with other Aboriginals and other brothers and sisters. So I just want to make that clear. What are your deeds? Where your land property at? Where your deeds at? Huh? How you living?
Let's go pull up some deeds. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do too much.
Yeah, let's go pull up. Let's go.
Hold on.
Let's go weapon for weapon, Lord.
Hold on. You got fire in the chat room.
Yeah, go pull your shield out. Go pull your sword out. Go show me your ancient weapons that your so-called Aboriginal people fought with and fighting with today.
They're in the building. I see.
Why the hell would I show you some ancient weapons? I can show you new ones. You not know who you're talking to? I got an arsenal of shit, man. I am Mr. Arsenal of shit. That's my name.
Say, let me see that.
Some of them are there.
Yeah, they see them. I see y'all. Welcome, Aboriginal Power.
Show how many acres you got. I come pull up on you with my team.
Kashu's up in here. I see y'all in the building. I mean, this is the temple.
He said he gonna pull up to my land with your peoples. Let's do that. Let's do that, man, bro. I know you're gonna watch this live stream later on. I left you my email in the last comment. Let's set it up. And if you don't respond within the next 3 days, I'm gonna be on your ass seeing where you are, and I'm gonna pull up on you. Then we can have this conversation.
This is the place you come to get that work,
get that information, and that.
Tootie, how far are you from here, bro?
Because
they were scared because I was back in the panel. They didn't let me back on yesterday. I don't know why, but we'll move on from there. Hey, drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. We got 142 in here. Drop the fire emojis in the chat. We're gonna move on to the next little bill. Let's move on to the next one. Drop some fire emojis, man. This is a recap for me on the brother Alquan channel, banging it out with some more Pan-Africans. Y'all know how I do, man. I'm bouncing around. It was late night. It was probably like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just happen to be
listening. So let's listen. You should have some European ancestry, right?
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't. Oh, wait. Let's piggyback on this because see now we're trying to move the goalposts. And every time I answer a question that you don't want to believe, then you want to change the subject. Okay, so I'm not going to be the hamster in the damn wheel just constantly moving because one thing then you want to go to something else to get your point. So no, we're not going to do that playing that game because see my thing is this. Because when I question you all on the old mix,
culture and because Whitey was raping us, so
wait a minute,
we lost that identity, right?
No, we socially lost that. Genetically, we're still African. But my thing is that when I spoke on the Almax the last time, you all couldn't explain a damn thing. But then you want to grill me on my African ancestry.
The Olmecs, you want to know about the Olmecs? The Olmecs are tied into the Mississippian culture. My culture, I descend from the Muskogee people, and they are directly related to people in the Olmec civilization.
Okay, so give me the language, give me the dress, give me the marriage customs, give me the customs. I want to hear the customs and culture.
Claim that they come from Africa. All these stuff is really Seminole and Muskogee culture. You see all those people being called Afro-Bahamians. They all dress similar. They wear that same attire that you see in the photographs of the Seminoles. They don't wear any garb from West Africa like a Bimkum gold jewelry. They don't wear those sandals that West Africans wear. They don't wear hijab. They don't wear kufis. They don't wear septum rings. They don't wear ceremonial mandika sabers and stuff like that.
Because it's not their culture. Because they came from a different culture.
Because
don't mean anything.
We are told over here, we are told fanciful wives tales that it was bringing in a whole.
No, you're conjuring up pseudo history. That's what you're doing.
Bro.
That is pseudo history. What you're talking about, and you don't have any validation of what you're saying.
They replaced weak gene Indians with Africans because the white man wasn't stealing the people in the bush. They wasn't stealing the lip plate sermon out of Ethiopia. They damn sure weren't stealing the heat.
Why would they go to Ethiopia to take people when they were in the west coast of Africa? That doesn't even make sense.
The white man was stealing people from people that was on par with the Sengoku Jidai period of Japan, people that were on par with the Three Kingdoms of China, and people that was on par with medieval Europe. They were sword makers. They were civilization builders in West Africa. They was building empires in Songhai. They was building empires in Timbuktu, Great Zimbabwe. Now tell me how this African ain't teach the Native American that's still stuck in the Stone Age how to build some swords.
First of all, you want me to tell you something that you can't even verify for yourself. Make that make sense. You're bringing up the premise of why something happened, but you want me to answer the question on why what the whole process. Really?
Hold on.
Your question's better than this, brother.
Hold on. Can the guy from the chat room, Nollywood, come on? I think he's Nigerian. I want to get his perspective on this. Coming on. African. Hold on.
You're not legitimate.
He can't tell you what you are. But
I didn't tell you what you are. I'm technically, you say you're from America.
I can tell you're not legitimately what you American. How about that?
I mean, you can.
You're not legitimate because you probably have answers.
Yo. Who's the
so
white
you're
boy?
not legitimately. You're not legitimately an American.
Who's the white boy talking, yo?
Which one? Not me. He already left.
You're the white boy, right? You right?
No insults, just knowledge.
I'm not insulting, but like white boy wanna. I think he's white. I know he's white. Whoever this guy
is. Definitely
white
not.
Boy was white.
You sound like a white boy, yo. You sound.
What is a? Hold on.
Wait.
What is a white guy supposed to sound like?
Let me ask you a question. Show your face, homie. Show your face.
No. Hold on.
Come on. No. I want to know if he's the white guy because he sounds.
But it doesn't matter though. We're here for knowledge, man.
Wait.
Let it be about the.
Hold on. Can I speak? Can I speak?
Wait. Let me finish. Because the white man, he adopted our way of speaking. He incorporated words from indigenous American language like the raccoon, sassafras, and other words like that, and he adopted our accent. We didn't adopt.
He adopted your accent.
Wait, Tyron.
So, bro, what are you talking about? He's speaking English. What are you saying?
What the hell?
That's not an African language.
Tyron, so you saying coon came from us?
Pretty much.
Yes, a raccoon came from us. You
that's
have
not about right.
clans over here. Do you not know of AZ Bond?
Hey, so I'm listening in the chat. I really didn't hear the whole conversation, so I came in right after this.
We like to think of his like face mask. That's virtually blackface, and you have like a tribe in Papua New Guinea that wears blackface.
So you created the blackface?
Yes, we did.
So y'all started the whole coon shit, huh?
How's that Google?
Y'all the original coons then.
Bro, you literally have people that did it before white supremacy made it to arrest the state. Like,
so when y'all do it,
hold up, Tyrone, I got a question because he called us coons.
Nah, because y'all been asking my brother a lot of questions. I'm gonna ask y'all questions now. It's time to ask y'all to put the game on there.
The only question I want to say, you called us coons. Pan-Africanism.
I didn't call you coons. That's what Tyrone said.
Pan-Africanism. Is that a black man's idea?
No, it's not. No, it's not. That should tell you something.
Yeah, that should tell you you guys should drop it. But check it out, Truth for Troll.
I want to get back to this coon. Y'all
Truth for Troll. Stand by. I got another brother. I'm gonna keep you in the back and bring a powerful brother to the forefront. real quick. All right. Here we go. My man gonna turn it out now.
Peace.
Yo, let's get it in.
I'm gonna keep it funky. I don't got no sources pertaining to
Come
that.
on, man. That's what I want.
That's it.
But guys, see, that's what I respect. See, if you don't know the answer, just say you don't have it. Instead of making something up.
No. Listen to me.
You will never catch me lying to you guys.
No. You gotta. I want to see. I'm going by what Tyrone said, because since y'all part of the same tribe. He said that y'all was the original coons. He said that y'all was the first one that started the blackface. Am I right, Tyrone?
I don't know what Aboriginal Powers tribe is, but I know my ethnic group.
No. What you mean is we the original people of this land. That's what you mean. We ain't from the same tribe, but we the originals of this land, though, for sure.
Now that's not that. No. See, I don't know. I want to know about the coon part.
Let's move on from the coon. Let's get to something more pertinent.
Come on, Alquan, come on.
Because you know you trying to keep this stuff
was the one who brought it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What up, Jerry?
I want to see the expert. You brought a Black American scholar.
If y'all can hear it loud and clear, let me know if y'all can hear it loud and clear, man. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear it loud and clear.
Because they don't have a culture.
They don't have a history. Y'all don't have the history.
Y'all don't have a culture. Actually, we can display the flags now. That's nothing.
Okay, can you show me
go give me the Olmec flag and culture.
The Olmec.
Why the Olmec though? Yeah, because that's your claim to how it originated. Everybody wants to go back to the Olmec. I can show you a symbol from the Olmecs. Hold on.
That's something.
I'll
show you a symbol. I'll show you a symbol from the.
No, we said a flag. We didn't.
Not. Let them show what you got to show first.
I want a flag. I don't want no symbols.
Well, these nations didn't deal with flags at this particular time.
They didn't. Serious?
No, they didn't. Show me the flag. Listen. Show me the flag of the Great Ghana Empire. Show me the flag of the Nubia. Show me the flag of the first dynasty of Egypt, and I'll shut the fuck up.
No, you're deflecting. I want this. You say you got many flags. This came out of your mouth.
Yes.
Show me a Native American or Black American.
So listen. So when I say I can show you. When I say I can show you several flags, you supposed to say, hold on, brother, I'm about to educate you. When I say I can show you Indian flags, you supposed to say, what flags can I show you? Not show me a Mayan flag. That's some weird shit, dude. That's weird as hell.
That ain't come from me.
But you all are the one claiming that culture.
Exactly.
What you're claiming to be.
See, they're not gonna do. They said they're not gonna.
What you? Hold on. I can show you a flag. What you gotta understand is, I can show you dress. What you have to understand is that Olmecs traveled, Olmecs mixed, and they blended in with other cultures. Olmecs.
So what is the Olmec? What is the Olmec? What is that?
Olmec is the indigenous people from this from Central America.
What does indigenous mean?
Indigenous
means
no. I'm asking your best scholar here. I'm asking.
Let Aboriginal answer.
Indigenous meaning one who's native to the land, right? There are other synonyms that go along with indigenous. One being native, one being Aboriginal. We attach to the Aboriginal definition, which meaning one who's been there since the beginning of time. Right, originating in one land, first inhabitants, right? So when you look at Olmecs, you're looking at some of the first inhabitants. You're looking at some of the progenitors of civilization. You're looking at people who advanced sciences. Not to count that, you got Mayans, you got Inca, you got Mississippian culture, you got Poverty Point culture, you got the goddamn Poverty Point Hopewell community. You got pre-Toltecs that predates them. We can keep going on. You got the Snake Dynasty, which is pre-classic Mayan. We can go into a lot of different dynasties and show how they migrated throughout America, especially.
And so you telling me they look like you?
Yes,
absolutely, brother. Absolutely. But listen.
Right. I'm sorry, guys. Because I'm going to debunk.
But listen, though. This is the thing. I'm not saying that they are Negroes. The expert says that they are Negroes. So if you're going to challenge,
okay, show me some paintings. Do you have any paintings?
Evidence.
Do you have any paintings to verify that?
No, I want to.
Oh, okay,
Listen. Not only do we have pennies, brother, I have the bones in the archaeology of the oldest bone found here.
And those bones are said to be Negroid.
Yeah,
Do you not know the aboriginals of this land is Negroid, sir?
No, they're not. The aboriginals of this land is not.
So listen. So are you telling me that the original people of a planet is not a Negroid? Are you now saying that the original
that's not what I said. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, how can an aboriginal be
what I'm telling you,
original, sir?
I'm telling you that those people originated from Africa and they sailed here. That's what I'm saying. That's my theory.
That's right.
Well, listen. What I'm gonna ask you is, I'm gonna ask you politely for one source that shows that any African came over here before Christopher Columbus or before the trade. Slave trade.
Yes, I know for a fact there were Africans that came.
Well, pull it up. Give us the source, brother. We don't want to hear you talking to death.
I already know the answer because it was the probable theory of that.
Well, we can.
If he's coming with a possible theory of Mansa Musa and Abu Bakari
that y'all don't believe in
already.
Here is one evidence.
If you're coming with Abu Bakari and Mansa Musa, you're done.
In Mexico,
what primary? Hold on, brother, not you. I'm asking this brother who just.
They want to let me talk.
Hold on, I want this brother who just made a claim, who said Africans came here before slave trade. I want him to give us a source before we move on.
No, the evidence is there.
No. We don't believe your words, sir. Pull up the source of where you get it from, because you're not a damn expert at it. And I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the gentleman.
Are you familiar? Well, Alcorn talked about Renoko Rashidi.
Brother, are you going to pull out a source? Are you going to pull out a source, or are you going to talk us to death?
Jarrell, you don't have to pull out the source. The source is already there.
No, there's no source. There's the only thing you got is regurgitate.
No, we do have
a source, and you don't have any proof. I'm challenging you guys right now. I'm challenging you guys right now that you don't have any proof.
So I'm gonna say this. You're challenging me.
Is this the best you have?
You're challenging me on a
guy. But guy, Nolly, well, you got to understand the source isn't. It's out there. That's not a source.
So that means that.
Hey man, I told y'all we found some new guys that go on Cornhub. These are the corniest, y'all. The corniest. You see how I'm just beating these guys up? These guys are just like these guys. I just put them up under my arms and give them a nuggie and shit. You feel me?
Okay, so tell me, you all have yet to provide me with any sources.
Well, you haven't asked me a question. Let me make a few.
I've been speaking before you came up here.
So what are you challenging? What are you challenging then, sir? Hold on. I want to hear the guy that's challenging.
Can I get a word in, or
what are you challenging, sir?
Sir, you cannot claim the pyramid.
I made claims. Are you challenging it? And if you're challenging it, I will.
I'm telling you, you cannot. I'm telling you, you cannot claim the pyramids. The original pyramids came from Africa. That was the oldest pyramids. Okay. So when you're dealing with African people,
we're gonna go to an encyclopedia. How about that? And then I'm gonna scroll down to, and I'm gonna scroll 1000 BC. That's 5,000 years old for you guys that might not understand. 3000 BC, North America, South America, Mesoamerican cultures. Pyramids are massive structure with a broad top and a bottom, and also tapered at a point or apex at the top. American Indians and Mesoamericans and South Americans built pyramids out of adobe, right? You can look and see what adobe is for those that don't know what that is.
Brother, there are pyramids that predate that.
Oh, brother, can I get through my sources right over your mouth? God damn. I'm not even done with my sources. You guys are doing a bunch of fucking talking and ain't getting
the pyramids in Sudan are older than that. What are you talking about?
Hold on, let him present, and then you can retort after he's done.
Well, listen, we don't believe you, so show a source. Listen, some of the pyramids in America are equal to the size of the Egyptian pyramids. The first American pyramid builders were indigenous inhabitants of what is now Peru, right? Who began building their first pyramids about 3000 BC, right? And it is in the area El Esperaro, which is located in the coastal central area of what is now Peru, right by Corral, 120 miles, what is now Lima. The settlement is 33 acres, and it had terraced underground niches, residential areas, as well as ritual centers. The South American pyramid builders
began constructing their pyramids several hundred years before the pyramids in Egypt. They are believed to be the first pyramids in the world.
Believe.
You see that? And
believe that is not for certain.
What they said, the only point they said believe is that they believe they're the first in the world. What they made it certainly is that they was built several hundred years before the Egyptians. That's a lie. So let's move on.
No, that's not true.
That's pseudoism.
Hold on. For my sources, I'm gonna highlight these right here so you can.
Who wrote that?
I just highlighted my sources in blue.
No, I
so
said who wrote that? Who wrote the book?
Like I said, you can look at my sources of where the data came from. This is an encyclopedia, brother. If you want to know who wrote the encyclopedia, I can go to
that. So in other words, the white man wrote that. Right?
It could have been a damn billy goat, long as he's giving the data.
If the white man did write it, he's
the white man wrote that. He said it came from the encyclopedia.
These guys are butthurt. Source, we kind of heard you.
We gave you sources. They're existing right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the evidence is right there. The evidence is right there.
Can you pull up these existing
But y'all don't
sources?
travel. Y'all don't travel nowhere.
Oh, wait.
Y'all don't go nowhere.
Can you pull up these existing? Can we get some corns emojis in the chat for the corny corn? These guys are going on Cornhub.
Ben is a scholar, graduated from college now. He knows what sources are. Stop bullshitting, D. Durrell.
Well, I'm not bullshitting on anything.
But
the brother pulled up information.
He knows. Listen, he knows Mesoamerican history, ancient pre-Mesoamerican history. That article or that information focused on North and South American history is not.
This is really this is the wake after Pan-Africanism has went on to the last round. It has passed on. Death has came to the Pan-Africanists, and so today we close the casket.
Not necessarily comparative to world history,
bro.
Because that time the pyramids predate what I think was 1500 BC that you quoted.
No, I didn't say
older than that.
BCE. I didn't say that. You're lying. Pull up the sources.
You did read.
Pull up the sources.
Do you want to
tell me how old the pyramid is?
Pull up your
Stop making up shit. The oldest pyramid in Africa is 2886 BCE. There's nothing else to do about it. And this is
that's not. Okay, where's that pyramid that you? Where's it located?
Man, listen, you pull it up.
Where is it located?
Oh, nigga, pull up a source.
Where is it located?
They're not.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
They're real, man. They're not going to do it. They're not pulling it.
Man, this is a corn billion, man. This guy's a corn billion. He's a corn billion.
See, I'm gonna say this to Alquine because I'm gonna blame Alquine. It's a shame, Alquine, that you're trying to rationalize a way in which you can defy that you experienced slavery, because you're basically ashamed.
Slavery happened to just one your black ass.
You are ashamed of your history.
It was white people that was enslaved. You guys think y'all catch yourself for white people's history. The only people that was enslaved the early Americans.
That's a shame, Alquine. It's a shame.
But I see the history has to be proven to me.
It has to be related to me. But Alquine, let me tell you this. You need to travel, man. You need to go to these countries and do the field work yourself. If you don't take,
you ain't doing no field work.
I don't know you. I'm talking about brother.
I know you ain't doing no damn archaeology. I know that. I got $1,000 you ain't. How about that?
Alquine.
Yeah, but you.
Costume for black identity when you already got an identity. So grandma was
Yeah, corn billions.
Well, these guys don't go nowhere. They stuck in their house reading encyclopedia. That's where they get their information from.
Pseudo, y'all. I've been to Africa 3 times. I've been to South America twice. I was just in the pyramids in South America. I've been to Africa 3 times.
But check it out, guys. Let's see, for whatever you said, we need to get out and get
No,
hands.
I know. What I was going to say, I didn't cut you off, brother. I'm just saying, that if you don't want to take our word for it, you need to do the field work yourself.
But you gotta understand.
Why would we take your word for it?
But your word,
no, because nothing that we say is not gonna.
Hold on,
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But your word is the word of the man. That's the thing. And the white man also says that black people are indigenous to the Americans.
Sir, I don't even buy the white man's book. You know who buy white the white
brothers polite books.
The Moors, they buy the white man's books.
But
and look at the white man. He said that we're great people.
But guy, I did write this down because I thought that was a key thing that you said earlier. You said that Pan-Africanism was not made from black people. That was a key thing that you said.
It was not made for black people?
From black people.
It was not made.
He said in the beginning of the show, he said is Pan-African something that was created by the black man? He said no. I asked you earlier, did black people create Pan-Africanism? You said no, and then you got on me for not bringing out a black man source, but you with a whole movement that was started by white people. Make sense.
I don't remember saying that. You sure I said that? Are you sure you heard me correctly?
He said it. That nigga said, I don't remember saying that. Are you sure I said that? Yo, we was listen. This was really I usually don't even be up this late, y'all. This was like 2:00 in the morning. I just got in from doing something. I don't know. I think I was went somewhere, partying with some homies. And I just came in like 2:00 in the morning. I seen them guys live. I came in and busted them up
and made a mistake. That's what he did.
Yeah, okay. Cover up now. Okay.
Yeah, because it was 4 or 5 people talking at one time.
So as soon as he said it, I wrote it down.
See, come on, Alcorn. You can't be setting me up like that. That's some bullshit.
Now some Maurice Muhammad ambush. Come on.
Alcorn need to be ashamed of yourself, man.
Oh my God.
Be ashamed of yourself, Alcorn.
You see how they do it?
So Alcorn, on a serious note, brother, if you don't want to take our word for it, me and Darrell word for it, then you need to do the field work yourself. You need to do.
But see, your word. See, this is what sources are. Your word has to come from somewhere.
My word comes from sources.
My word comes from other black scholars who have done the field work.
Well, actually, most of them have not done the field work.
That's not true. You tell me Renoko Rashidi didn't do the field work?
Renoko Rashidi, he just took pictures. That's all he did.
Name one black archaeologist that you got to work from.
Because I'm going to shut homeboy down with the false information. I went to Mexico with the pyramids. Okay? And there was a guy who was Mexican. He even said that it was Africans that built that.
He lied to your black ass.
Why would he lie? Oh, so he lied?
Mexicans always lie, G.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
Flat out.
Darrell, you hear this?
Yes, it's strikingly just I don't get it, man. These guys.
I went to Mexico. What are you talking about? I can show you pictures that I'm next to them.
You guys are a bunch of pseudo soups.
No, but I don't understand this, guys. And this, I want you all to help me explain. How is it a situation where, okay, you all have an issue with the out of Africa theory? And
1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's
okay,
4 different theories.
But my thing is that when it comes back to the behavior of mammals.
Maliku. Yo, these Pan Africans was wild, crazy, yo.
Who have historically moved around and who are nomadic.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Nomadic. And you
have you read the Out of Africa Theory, the book?
Hold up.
PDF?
Because you got
have you heard that?
A whole lot of mammals that ain't even native to Africa with afros, but all the animals in Africa ain't got no fucking afros.
What are you talking about? What that has to do with anything?
Most of the food that people eat in Africa comes from the Americas.
That is not true. What are you talking about?
Most of the food in Africa comes from the Americas.
You need to get out, bro. You need to get out.
Y'all just making up stuff, man.
They making a big deal.
Let me screen share it.
Here's some more pseudoism. Go ahead, show your pseudoism.
Yep. Some more pseudoism.
Yep. Who wrote that? A white man?
Chinese man.
See, there you go. Show that white man again. Show you more cartoon drawings.
How about you read this on the screen?
How about you read?
I want to know who wrote that. I don't care what it said. I want to know who wrote that.
Who wrote your Pan-Africanism?
So do you know what Pan-Africanism is?
Yeah, the study of uniting all Africans around the nation as a global movement.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that?
John.
Because you're not a fucking African. That's the bank.
So you know me.
Pan-African.
So you're a scientist.
It came from the African Association.
You don't sound like an African. Speak African language.
Wow.
Speak an indigenous African language.
Wow. Can you speak the Olmec language?
What records do you got?
Speak the Mississippi language.
What records do you have saying that
Speak
you're
the
African?
Mayan language.
What is the African? What is the Black American language?
What is the Olmec language?
The Black American language. Y'all believe in Jesus?
Y'all don't like that, do y'all?
Jesus.
Hey, I bet a couple of my Aboriginal brothers and sisters could even speak Aboriginal in the chat.
Only Aboriginals I know is Australia, sir. You're not Australian.
Brother, are you familiar with the term American in the 1828 Webster's Dictionary? It applied to Aboriginal races of African here before America, brother. So guess what? Called Aboriginals, we was called American. You know that, right?
Was Webster white or black?
It doesn't matter, nigga. Was Frank Boaz white or black? Was Frank Boaz white or black?
From the white man.
Melville Herkovich white or black? Tell me that.
Y'all hate Africa so bad. The white man tell you about hating Africa. Y'all hate. Oh my God, y'all worse than white folks.
Wait.
Hello, hey, I got a question for everybody.
Okay. Oh, this sounds like a white guy. Go ahead, white guy.
Hold on.
This guy's a slave.
Hold on. First of all, Nollywood, I'm no disrespect, but how are you going to call me a white guy? You don't know my face. Then you just got offended when the other guy. Hold on. No, why have to show my face? You going to show your face? No, there's no reason for me to.
Look, the African always trying to trick somebody. It's like,
anyway, first of all, my question is this: can I finish my point?
Go ahead, brother.
I'm
gonna call you brother because I'm assuming that you said you're black. I'm assuming that you're black. Go ahead.
Trust me, I am. I don't understand. First thing, I don't understand why you even make that comment because you just got mad at Aboriginal power when he questioned about you not sound like an African. So I'm not exactly sure why you even make that statement.
Right, he's a contradiction.
So that's kind of hypocritical, but that's besides the point.
Well, how's the African supposed to sound?
Exactly. How's a black person supposed to sound? Same
thing you did. I come to learn with Aboriginal power today, brother. That's what.
If I was really a white guy, I wouldn't be on here. Trust me.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I get to my point. Hold on, everybody, let me get my point.
I got my point. Now let Light ask this question.
This is my only point. At the end of the day, I could ask anybody around the country where they're from. I can ask a Frenchman. I tell you like this. I can ask a white man, an African, a Caribbean. I can ask, hey, where's your people from? What point on the map? They can point it on the map. I ask the average black person. They can't figure that out. Now, I know what you're going to say, take a DNA test, but at the end of the day, why is that? I mean, we can sit here and play games all day. I can say, I can pretend to be an Egyptian, a Moor, a Hebrew Israelite, West African, but at the end of the day, we really don't know. So for me to go around here pretending... Let me finish. Let me finish.
Oh my God.
Let me finish. I'm not. Let me finish. Overall, this is all I'm saying. A black person, if a person is really an African, you're not going to need to take a DNA test to figure out who they are.
Facts.
I mean, that's common sense. And the Thai is not going to take a DNA test to figure out he's Italian. So reality, we're all relying on somebody
well, you can't
else.
take a DNA test to figure out that you're
Can I say something? Can I?
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm not trying to cause problems. I'm just trying to get your perspective on that. That's all I'm saying.
I understand.
So I'm not trying to disrespect you. So.
I'm just going to say this. I don't need to prove myself who I am. I really
I'm not saying you need to.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I think the purpose of, I'm just speaking for me, the purpose was people kept saying that because everybody's looking at how people look, right?
Right.
And they go by how the
Hey, this was really just a funny ass show.
That's not me.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying people like Alcorn.
But guy, you gotta admit, what was that African group that you said you were from mainly? Your DNA test group? You said you had a DNA test, and then you had a particular country that you were from, or something. Was it?
Well, my mother's. Well, you do two parents. The parents, one of my mother's side is from Sierra Leone, and my father's side is from Angola.
Now, I'm being honest with you, man. I ain't trying to be funny, but you don't look like any Angolan or any Sierra Leone person.
What?
Wow. You don't look like any of them.
See, and that's the problem. All this.
But do you agree with me on that?
No, I don't agree with you on that.
Then you got to show me that. You got to show me that.
That's silly.
African, they'll set up there.
If I'm telling you science.
See, that's the issue I'm having. I'm not.
So you guys don't believe in
don't
science.
have no proof, boy.
No, I believe in science.
Y'all can't even prove the Olmecs existed. So I mean, the Olmec existed. Are you crazy? You a damn retard.
With that DNA thing right there, it should be able to do the reverse.
Can you prove? You can't prove the Olmecs existed.
Let me get it out.
I can't prove the Olmec existed. Nope, you can't. You must be smoking crack, G.
So
since we are supposed to be West Africans genetically, shouldn't West Africans that sold their relatives over here for a bunch of trinkets, shouldn't that African be able to find what Black American ethnic group they belong to?
But what is a Black American? What is a Black American? You keep saying Black American. What is that?
So let me show you all the shit that went over to the other side. Show y'all some shit.
Can you show me what is a Black American? Because this country was not called America.
Yes, it was called America. You slow? You slow again? You need to do some research, bro. You some outdated. Your shit died off without the pen and shit. Your shit lame.
America is an Italian word. So are you Italian?
Your information sucks. Oh, so it came from America.
Bro, chill out. Guy in Hollywood. If we are supposed to DNA tests, those same DNA tests should tell an African what Black American or mestizo or Native American or white man that they related to, that they sold their African relative into.
That's the most silly shit that I heard, sir.
No, it's not. That makes
perfect evidence of pre-Columbian oceanic voyages. Let's get into the actual shit that was took from America.
Like you got, for example, you got the Gullah Geechee, a Nigerian.
Look at all this shit took from America, G. Look at this shit.
His ancestors that he sold into slavery to the Gullah Geechee people. A person from Sierra Leone should be able to trace his damn ancestors that he sold into slavery to the Chittimacha tribe.
Look, took cocoa out of Egypt.
They should be able to point
took cotton out of motherfucking Africa.
Negroes.
So let me ask you this.
Look at all this shit.
Watch this, Gerald. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Right. Watch this, y'all. So when white man.
Hey, we got 200 in here. I appreciate it if y'all hit the like button. Hey, support the channel. You feel me? And, let's run these likes up. Share this around on your social media outlets. Drop a post. If you do make a post on Instagram, at me, and I will share it on my page and on my videos. I appreciate that, y'all. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear.
Put you over the real Americans. When the real Americans, the white men put you over and harass your black asses, you're going to say, I'm a Black American. I'm with y'all. I'm with you. What you doing? I'm with y'all. I'm American too. So how y'all going to say?
Boy, your ass slow as hell.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question, sir. When racism come your way with the real white Americans, What are you told?
I'll get to the crooks of the
that I'll make shit go out the window then.
Exactly.
Get you reparations.
That's true though.
All that soft-ass books ain't gonna do nothing.
Get you to those.
Your ass been an African ain't either. Your ass got beat by some little white people.
No, I'm different.
Your ass weak as hell.
You trying to be like them.
Now, God Hollywood, answer my question.
Everything African got, they got it from America. Nigga, look at all this shit taken to over there.
Explain how these DNA.
Look at all this shit. Beautiful shit. Indian shot. Chili peppers. Motherfucking everything.
Green peppers from America?
Yeah, okra is too, nigga. Shit.
But I see China. I see Europe. What's all that other stuff?
Yeah, all of this.
Oh, that's where we took it to. It said move to. But went from the Americas. Most of the shit from America got new Eastern Hemisphere on a few of these. But when you go up and look at these, most of this shit is America, G. We can get into the actual what the origin of most of this shit come from that y'all got. So we can get into it.
Where you get that information from? I want to look that up. Where you get that information?
You can have the book, brother. I'm not.
No. I should be able to Google it.
What he is posting is what
Google everything. So some of these books cost good money.
There you go.
Some of these books cost. Listen, you get it from the look. If you're looking on the screen, I'm gonna show you where I get it from. You're looking at where I got it from.
It says April, so it was produced. It was published in April 2004.
Yeah, go look at it.
Scientific evidence, okay.
See, again, that's South American, pre-Columbian
So who's that? Is John? Is that a white man or black man who wrote that?
Yeah, no, it got to do with the whole America, G.
So who's that? Who's those names? Is that by a white man? Is that white man?
You can look at it, G. Look these people up, G. Look these people up, G.
Tyrone said, "Why does it matter?"
Why does it matter of the phenotype?
He said, "Why does it matter? It comes from the white man."
Wait, God, you just admitted in the chat.
It came from the University of Pennsylvania.
So the white man who wrote that, man. Come on, man. What's those names on, man?
You and your own.
Hey, that shit hurt your heart, don't it?
Yeah, they're right. They know that shit for the white man, boy.
Hey, tell the truth. Hey, let me show y'all something else right quick. Hold on. Hey, watch it. Look at this. Look at this. The only people that was enslaved here was not y'all, G. Wasn't y'all.
Who's that? What's his name?
Why would the white man lie about his own
So
slavery?
y'all did that to that poor white man?
No, this is your African that you see.
Why do y'all do that, man? Why do y'all do that to that poor white man like that?
Shit, that's what the word slave means. All the word slave goes back to white people. Did you know that?
It means Slavic, right? It means Slavic.
Yeah,
right?
we understand.
So why you asking? They was born for this, nigga.
So y'all did that? How come y'all can't do it again?
Oh, we can. We can do it again.
So do it. Well, y'all take y'all so long.
We're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of it. This is a war, though. You gotta understand this. This ain't no slapping niggas on the butt cheeks and telling them to get on the boat from Africa.
So when are you going to enslave white people again, first?
This is a war. We in the middle of war, G.
I don't see y'all shooting. Y'all not shooters. Where y'all shooting at?
Oh, you ain't got eyes then, dude.
Other black people.
Oh, you ain't got no eyes then, do you, G?
Dude, y'all on YouTube banging on other black people.
Hey, G, we everywhere, G. We everywhere, G. We everywhere. We ain't just on YouTube. You just happen to be on YouTube so much. That's the only place you see us at. But we everywhere, G.
You in Africa too? You in Africa?
Africans in Africa, but you know that's who's supposed to be there, though. You know what I mean? Like I'm not an African, so I ain't supposed to be there. You feel me?
So you supposed to be here?
I'm from here. I ain't like I want to be. Like I can't help it. I'm from here. My ancestors are from here. We built great monuments here. A lot of people been coming here, like Africans and shit.
So how come y'all not? So number one, where is your national flag? And how come y'all not passing laws against white folks?
Well, each nation come with their own flag. Like my nation might be different than the brother Tyron nation. You know what I'm saying? And Tyron nation might be different than the brother Aquan.
So where is your flag? Show me your flag then.
My flag is the Chickamauga flag, G.
Okay, can you show me that? Can you show me?
You can easily Google it. It's gonna take you 38.
You should be able to show me your flag.
Because you said Google's your best friend. That's your reliable
So again, how come y'all not
Google it.
Country?
Google it. Listen, G. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been showing you sources all night, G.
Those are not sources. I don't know. Those are not real sources. Those are not legit sources, man.
Oh, they fake. They're not real people.
But that comes from the oppressor.
I'm asking you. They're not real people.
But if it comes from the white man, those are not real sources.
They're not real. They're not real. So who told you? Who told you that the pyramids was older in Africa? Who told you that?
You said who told me that the pyramids?
Who told you that the pyramids was older in Africa?
White people.
The pyramids.
I know this.
No, black historians told us.
No, you know the black historians got their work from white people.
No, they did not. They did their own field. They did their own field research.
Name one.
Renoko Rashidi.
He's not an archaeologist, nor is he an anthropologist.
Okay.
What about Dr. Ben?
Dr. Ben.
So what he do is all he can do all he can do is give you the primary work from what someone else did. So try again. He's not an archaeologist nor an anthropologist.
Yeah, but he did. You know what he did? You know what he did?
Bro, listen, y'all arguing with me with shit that y'all can't prove. Sheikh Anta Diop is a white woman lover with no archaeologist degree and no anthropology degree.
No.
Sir, but why are you not doing the same thing that you did before, enslaving white people? Why are you not passing?
Hey, listen, you want me to tell you?
Oh, I don't want to hear no excuses. You should be doing.
I haven't get. Yeah, Anthony Browder is the only one, but Anthony Browder got his credentials, and he was pretty much fathered up under a whole white archaeologist team. That's a shout out to Anthony Browder for being here. I wish he could do some works in America. I need to get a hold of that, brother. But yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, he had to go through white people's footsteps. Yeah, you excuse all night. I've been straight up with you. But you want me to display my game plans with a bunch of stinking Africans that's not even from America and they don't even care about the well-being and the interests of America. So why would I display some of my plans with you?
America can kiss my ass.
Okay, so why would I tell you my plans for America?
All right, check this out. Look at this. She says, why haven't the white people put your asses on that boat back to Africa if they did it with ease the first time? That's a great question. Great question.
And I can answer that. You know why?
Why?
Because they need us. That's why. That's why.
They got Mexicans now.
No, they still need us too.
For what?
Shout out to Chief Son out in the chat, y'all. I want to say peace and blessings, man. We got 213 off in here. We're not done with this video. We're going to let it rock out. But I want to say, hey, man, support the channel by hitting the like button and sharing this on all your social media outlets. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat. Let's get right to it, you guys.
To fill up them jail cells. That's what they need.
They can easily keep on importing Mexicans to fill up the jail cells.
They can't fill up
good job.
Ain't nothing wrong with them.
What is
now you see when good questions are asked, it's hard to come up with a good answer.
No, I came up with an answer.
No, we gave them good answers.
You didn't like the answer.
Y'all like the
you guys like. I know, not a coincidence. That's my point. Because the white man argument is saying the white man, you got your information to the white man is bullshit. That's a weak ass argument. That's my point, not a coincidence. Dumber and dumber. Y'all silly as hell.
The expert is you tell me about the Olmecs. And this is the second time I've been here, and nobody can give me definitive answers on the Olmecs.
What do you want to know about the Olmecs, sir?
I want to know
how that they started everything. They were here for.
Nobody says that. Nobody says that they started everything.
Tyrone said it.
How can we say that they started everything when one of the oldest civilizations? How can we say that they started everything when one of the oldest civilizations is in Peru, brother? That has nothing to do with the Olmecs.
North America, South America.
So how do you know that
y'all guys are slow? Like I told you.
How do you know that your bloodline is from the Olmecs, sir?
Hey man, these guys are such clowns.
Tell me an African on your genealogy that came from over here. I bet you $1,000 you couldn't do that right now. I give $1,000. I will cash out the money to Alquan right now if you display any paperwork saying that any of your ancestors was an African right now. I swear to God, I will give you $1,000 to your cash out right now.
And I will give you a $2,000 if you can prove that your DNA is from here.
That's easy. I already got my test. Do you want to see it right now? So you got that $1,000 right now? Listen, hold on.
So you put your DNA.
Nobody say a word. Don't cash out the money.
Your DNA test.
Go ahead and cash out the money to Alquan so he can hold it. So as soon as I store it, he can send it. Go ahead. Let's go. Go ahead and send him the money. I'm gonna show you right. So you pull it. It ain't me. You don't got the money. It ain't me that's procrastinating. Listen. My word is bond. If you send it to cash, the money to Alquan, he'll send it back if everything go fail. You send the cash out to Alquan, I'm gonna show you my goddamn DNA test.
Now that don't work that way, man. You gotta show the evidence.
I'm gonna show you my DNA test and the results, brother.
So you saying your DNA test?
Listen, I'm not gonna answer anything further until you send that man that cash out, brother. You already called. You challenged me.
You did that to me.
You challenged me.
He ain't got the money.
Cool.
That's the game they play, boy. They
I bet you ain't put that money out though, did you?
No, you don't have that, dude, because you don't believe in DNA.
How you gonna tell you? Do you know me, sir? Do you know what I believe in? Hold on. Let me ask you a question since you're an expert on DNA. Is DNA?
So you confusing me.
Is DNA?
You just said you don't believe in DNA. Now you believe DNA.
I've never said that since I've been on this live stream. But listen, is DNA associated with a landmass? Oh, y'all quiet now. Let me ask you again. Hold on, let me ask you again since you ain't gonna answer my question. Let me ask you again. Is DNA associated with a landmass? This is for any one or two of you experts.
Nope.
Yes, it does.
Can you pull up the source to saying that? You're an idiot. You don't know shit about DNA.
And I'm gonna end the video right there, man. This was an easy beat. My bad. Y'all really quiet. But nah, man, I spanked their ass real quick, man. Like I said, man, this was the easy beat down on two Pan-Africans. This was a late night build too, so this was just easy work, man. I didn't have nothing else to do. Shout out to y'all in the chat. This is the part where we start the open panel, so I will drop the link in the chat. I dropped the link in the chat. And I'll give y'all opportunity to support the channel. Let's play a little music in here. Let's get some shit cracking.
We gon' die every day. Swear we gon' die every day. They say Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. We been here, lived here, open borders, got deported, fought for rights. Kidnapped, bitch slapped, blacked out, covered up, washed white. Drugged up, slugged up, beat bread, left for dead, fuck your life. It's all a plan, kill your man, take your land, slave your kids, rape your wife. Why y'all look so mad if all this shit I say is true? Why y'all look so mad if all this shit happened to you? White man quick to tell you was a slave, nothing before. But he himself only been free since 1840. Young recording, I'm an ancient Egyptian from Atlantis, headed straight for Canada, that's Israel. Nothing fake about me, no capping, rapping, I just fed the ink and I'm digital. No caveman,
I'm original. In the chat, you guys. Hit the link.
Extra Christian, where a lot of gold, cause my family history. I'm the guy to know, I bring death to history. We gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die.
This ain't over with, man.
I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if we can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Power, only respect power. Respect power. What's been said can't be said no louder. Stand for something, or you die a coward. They bombed our churches, set our kids on fire. Police keep erasing cause they backed up by the nation. Nation ain't complaining cause the Indians still.
Hey, y'all share this around, man. Go tag your favorite Pan-African in it on Instagram, on TikTok. Let's get it cracking, man. Appreciate y'all. Throw some fire emojis in the
Hey,
chat.
y'all on my body, tell the bro to grab the shot. No, nothing new addition, finna hit him with this bobby. I can't shoot the shit, but 30 shouldn't miss. 54 races, 104 was click. Anytime in prison, they don't want the shit. They don't want the problems. Snitches get the stick. Talking all that hatred, end up running like a bitch. Quick to call the laws, quick to play the bitch. But we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came. Swear we gon' die every day. They said Jesus gon' save us. Well, I know we die if we wait. I know we die if he can't. They tell us we black, but we ain't. Aboriginal, native, yeah, we gon' die every day. Cause we don't know where we came.
Yeah, man. Let's get it, man. Shout out to the motherfucking American Aborigines, man. I want to say peace and blessings and love to each and every one of you guys that tapped in and supporting this channel, viewing this live stream right now. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. We're going to get into this some more topics, man. We got Indigenous Minds on the panel, and we got the brother Jaguar Omac. What's going on, brothers?
What's good, family? What's good, everybody in the chat? What's good, Jaguar Omac? AT.
Salute.
Man, salute, man. What you got going on? Everybody good?
You know, it's the grand rising. I'm just getting lifted this morning, getting my morning breakfast on.
No, that's right. Gotta get the wake and bake in. This is the wake and bake show, y'all. Make sure y'all get it together now.
Shit, man, I gotta catch
Chilling, man. You already know, man. I've been up early. You know, we be up early, man. So I be having to do my training and stuff. So yeah, but like I say, man, for some reason I done unsubscribed and subscribed, and your notifications just still won't pop up whenever you be live. So I'm always jumping in.
And that's why I constantly tell people, because I'm literally getting shadow banned. I've literally seen people come back like, yo, they unsubscribe me to your channel and things like that. YouTube really plays around with my algorithm, so it really have to takes a lot of work for you guys hitting the like button and really sharing this around, like literally going to make a post on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like literally going to make a post on Facebook, literally going to make a post on TikTok, literally going to make a post on Snapchat, literally sharing it back and forth to people in your text message, DMs, or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's going to take all you guys to help support the channel and spread this information around, because this information that you guys are pushing, that you are attached to, that your guys are implementing, the world don't want to get out. So we got to work extra hard. So.
Word, we've been investigating a mental rape case for the past about 5-6 years thoroughly, you know, as far as like, you know, people who've been in it like Medicine Man, A1, and, you know, all the others, man. So, I mean, hey, man, but I wish you'd tell somebody when you be up, man, debating these clowns like this at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, I be thinking you sleep myself, dog. Come on now.
Fact. I hate that I missed that one.
Well, Jag, this was night. I was supposed to be asleep. Now I was probably at the bar with a friend, out with some homies. You know what I'm saying? And I was probably just about to come in and lay down. Probably just about to look at YouTube, see what's going on. You know how it is. See some action over there. You know what I mean? I wasn't about nothing. I just happened to pop up.
I could dig it,
man.
No
scheduled debate. They was live for hours before I popped on.
Oh, you just popped on, just seeing what they were talking about and shit. Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, cause I fuck with Alquan channel. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Alquan.
Alright, man. Yeah, that'd be crazy though, how they always try to bring up who they want to
consider experts, and then they ain't even experts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like Narcoins put in the chat. You know, why didn't they say Anthony Browder? You know what I'm saying? If they got this much knowledge about their people, you supposed to know the scholars and who the
Right, I
archaeologists.
knew that. I wasn't gonna tell them that.
But see
mean,
what they
stuff
doing.
like that. You know.
It's a deflection though. That's all they can do is deflect because they don't have no answer. You know, they don't have the answer, Sway. They ain't got the answers, and that's pretty much what the shit is. They don't know what to say. You hit them
And
with
these
sources,
guys,
they ain't got
man,
no
it
sources.
ain't like I needed to broadcast that one. That was an easy beat up. It was like 3 Pan Africans on there. I was just beating up at will. I think I put one hand behind my back at one point in time. You see what I'm saying? That was easy work, dude.
It's just funny to hear when he say, you got your sources from a white man." Like, dude, everything you know, everything that you've learned up to this point, you done got from a white man or from whoever. That shit don't even matter. It's up to you to discern and dissect the information that you receive in your conscience. You know what I'm saying? So it's foolery over there.
Yeah, nigga say you learned that from the white man. Hell nah, I can't take it. His ass was tripping. I don't even know who none of them guys was. I've never seen them before in my life. I just happened to pop up on Alquine channel. Shout out to the brother Alquine. He be having some good bills over there.
That's what I be like too. I don't know, nobody never really just. We always get the same people popping up over here, man. Don't none of them guys, none of them Native Americans, none of them pop up over here, man. It's sad, man. Well, you need to stop scaring people off. You might need to hold back a little bit, play dumb sometimes.
And that's a problem. They don't know how. See, I noticed. I think most of the cases these guys just come to some type of knowledge. And the first thing they learn about is black people in Egypt, and they think that's where the boat stopped, or they think that's where the boat started. And it just don't work like that. It's advanced courses. They got to step up, be open to new information that they ain't never heard.
Yeah, they got to be open to that. Because we're going to get into the same type of shit. We're going to take you to the Great Pyramids. We're going to show you the mirrors of the niggas. And you literally in the land. You can walk there. You see what I'm saying? These great monuments that we speaking about, they right up under your feet for those that's in America.
Man, come on.
For those
yeah, you talking about a Mexican.
Like your ancestors is more likely, without no data, without no nothing, without no knowledge, your ancestors is more likely to be connected to the pyramids here in America than the ones in Egypt. So why even focus on some shit that
you know what it is? We probably gonna have to hit them with the artifacts that's being found in America. It's artifacts all throughout Illinois. I mean, and look at where the shit is found. You got Cairo.
I've been beating these guys down with artifacts for years, dude. I've been like, these guys run away from these archaeological deals. You see what I'm saying? They want to
the whole thing is, even with the sun and pyramid, the sun and moon pyramid in Mexico, them pyramids, they may not be bigger than the ones in Giza or whatever, but they damn sure look better. And you can actually get on top of the pyramid. They allow you to walk this. They don't allow anybody to just go in them pyramids in Giza, man. You got to be part of some type of fraternity or some shit. Let's just keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that really speaks a lot of volume too, because for one, if it's a great structure, everybody's supposed to be able to put their hands on it. They said they won't even let you touch it. You know what I'm saying? So what's all this about? But in America, you can walk all alone, go inside. You know what I'm saying? Damn near record a whole documentary.
You can take pictures. Yeah, you can document the shit that you up in there. That's fact.
They ain't letting anybody just do that. How many people you done seen just completely document the Giza pyramids to a thorough?
You know, that's because they lied to. Honestly, they lied to the rest of the world. You know, I've been in Germany, and I went to one of the oldest churches built in where they call Wiesbaden, Germany, right? So when I look, they got this podium sitting in the middle of the damn church with a book, and a book is covered with a nickel plate. Now they tell you don't take no pictures of nothing up in there, but when you look inside the book, you see black people with froze fighting around the whole casket. So I'm like, okay, that's why they don't want you to show the shit, because you got some information to tell. But you can't do that shit nowhere around the world because they take your shit from here and they posted it up over there, telling you that you ain't the Negroes. They look like Negroes, but they ain't Negroes. They really not Negroes. That's what they telling you
That's a
all
fact.
the time, bro.
That's a fact. And we did bills. Me and A1 did a bill. I might even share that bill sometime soon. We did a bill called Tennessee, and it was about all the Egyptian structures, artifacts they found here, and shipped them over there to Europe, and then later on put in the Egyptian museums in Africa. Yeah, that bill was so powerful. I think it did like 20K. It made it on a couple blog sites. It's one of the most viewed videos on his channel, besides the million views he got on his other ones. But like I said, if you type in this Egypt in America and you look for a video, the only video gonna pop up probably is A1.
So I'm gonna have to go ahead and do my homework. Shit.
And me and Jag is on that bill, and it's a fire bill. We go into a lot of archaeology, structures, how they sent a lot of shit to the what they call the London Museum.
Yep.
Get into the illegal archaeology in America done by the Mormons. It gets into all that. It's a dope bill. Y'all should go check it out. Hey, not a coincidence. Pop on the panel. Show this around to some Pan Africans. Somebody tell them pop on the panel.
So you say they ain't let you back on old buddy channel when you hopped on the panel though?
Nah, they didn't let me on yesterday.
Oh, that was yes. Oh, okay, damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, salute to the God. Salute to the God.
Peace, Mo. Salute, big bro.
Hey, so we had a little incident that took place. I believe that was yesterday or day before yesterday. Nigerian Prime Minister up there at the UN, right? He makes a claim that the mission is to erase all Aborigine and all so-called Black history, right? Because Nigerians are claiming to be Americans themselves. Any thoughts on that?
Shit, I don't know. If you got the source for that, I'll pull it up and show it. I ain't heard nothing about that. I want to say shout out to Clout Committee for the cash out donation. We appreciate all the support. Make sure you hit that like button to share this around, man. Shout out to Clout Committee for the cash out donation.
Honestly, brother, on that note, when you speak of
West Africa's.
Mike check.
You went out and did this, my.
But
yeah, I ain't really heard talking about it. You got a source for that? You can put it in a private chat. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, Elder Babo Rashad.
I ain't heard about nobody running around trying to wipe out Aboriginal history.
Yep. Elder Baba Rashad out of Louisiana.
Can you pull up that source? I mean, you can put it in a private chat and I'll pull it up.
All right.
One thing
I done read some content on certain cultures and certain areas of West Africa actually admitting that they come from America and that they sciences and development of language was, based from other countries or foreign countries. But they said they'll tell you that they'll say that their ancient their ancestors or whatever came from America. I mean, I done read several books on Yoruba history and culture and languages. It was another book that a Babalawo wrote from over there. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to go and look in the house, look for it or whatever. But this is when I was studying African cultures myself, like we all pretty much once did before, because we thinking we African. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing about the Arab slave trade, how people, was being overtaken by Islamic culture and being actually shipped to Europe before anywhere else, or, just in different places of the land of Africa. It was late when actually the French settled there. It was late like 1800s, 1870s when actual Africans came in like groups to actually work, not even just to come, but to actually like work. And this is
Right,
documented.
right. And there were free Black Americans as well. They're going over there occupying land and throughout Africa, and that's one
Right.
thing I'm
And that was
actually looking
before.
at.
Yeah, that was before. That was the
I'm looking at
ACS.
what they
Right.
call all this West African religion. I'm really starting to see it as American. Once was American religion that left here. All that voodoo. Every time they talk about West African religion, and I can see the shit throughout the Americas as well. I'm starting to believe. I'm pretty sure the shit came from here because of the language. When you listen to the words, or if you look into the migration, look how many West Indians had left from the islands and went over to West Africa. Look how many North Americans went into the islands and left and went over to West Africa, left from North America in general. And I'm talking about free Black Americans. That there are sources that can prove all that shit. I mean, it's in front of us, and they're old sources, primary sources. And like AP was alluding to earlier, these sources cost money. So when they tell you where you get your information from, these sources, you can't just get your hands on some of this shit. You can't. And it's a reason. They gonna keep this shit from you because they don't want you to know that you was running this shit. You was the ones running the South in America. You was the ones running government, doing warfare in other countries. And the power that you lost is probably more recent than what you really think.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to start applying ourselves when we start looking at this information because it's around us. Even though they've been trying to hide it, it's still ways for us to tap into it. Hey, we got the brother Bohemian on this motherfucker. What up, Bohemian? Nigga, what up, cuz? Talk to him.
Hey, we got the brother Bohemian on this motherfucker.
Boy, you got a feedback like a motherfucker, boy. You might want to turn that YouTube off you listening to over there.
Okay. There you go.
There you go. Boom. There we go. What's going on with you?
Man, I was just listening to y'all chat. It said wake and bake. I'm not working on my con shit. And I'm about to wake and bake listening in. But one thing I've been learning about the Aboriginal and just discovery of who we are as a people, I always been questioning that. I follow the wars. And I noticed how like say in the Spanish people, the Spanish country, the places they go take over, these countries adopt their culture, and man, it's like
a lot of these books and a lot of these wars that you hear and you mention of are not even real. They're not even real wars. You feel what I'm saying, big bro? They're not even wars. They court battles. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, matter of fact, I'm about to get you one right now. Let me pull up this PDF. I got y'all. I'm about to give y'all a PDF. Talk about it's gonna highlight the wars that they talk about throughout history and how most of these wars and battles was actually court battles. They was fought in court. I got the PDF on it. Shout out to this. It's a fire PDF. Check that out.
Yeah, because I had I was questioning. I just want to say it was a person I met from Philippines, or they was Asian, but they spoke Spanish natively or Portuguese, and I'm like, how you from your country you speak Portuguese? And that just brought me to, follow that research and try to figure out, okay, what you talking about the court battles and wars. This is over land and imperialism. So these people was just going to countries just taking shit over.
Yeah, you gotta realize these people. The reason you see a Philippine or Asian or Cambodian speaking what you could maybe pick out in the language of being Spanish is because a lot of these people are the same. Exactly. And this is who enslaved these people through the trans-Pacific slave trade. You got the Asians and enslaved in colonial Mexico from Asians to Chinos to Indians, which goes into very good detail of how these people, which is Asian descent, Native American, which is East Asian descent, coming over here. Explains maybe a modern wave of these, but we know we have historical waves, not illustrated by Europeans, but illustrated by the indigenous peoples of this land themselves, of what we will call Asian as well. We got Not a Coincidence on the panel. Peace to the brother, Not a Coincidence. Peace and blessings.
Thank you, bro.
Peace to the panel. Peace.
Man, you already know it, Brody. What's going on with you? I know you got some fire over here.
No, I'm just telling right now. I was not that them people you was talking to, they funny as hell. Like with that old Africans came before Columbus. Like all that shit is pseudo.
They was tripping, what they G?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
That's
easy.
the same thing with. Let me ask you a question. You believe that artifacts they found, like in the Grand Canyon, from Egypt?
Do I believe the shit that they?
I look at that. I look at that as the same thing. You know,
yeah,
I
don't really. I heard
Canyon?
people saying this, and I hate to do this because I be like the guy that's always. But when people say shit like Egypt is America, they found it in the Grand Canyon, I kind of gotta say no, they didn't. You know, you see what I'm saying? Because I don't have any proof on that. There is a news clipping that mentioned it in the 1800s during the height of fake newspaper articles done by a lot of publishing newspaper companies during that time. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm glad you said that because at that time they was going to stop printing papers because
exactly because of the fake news. Yes, that was going on. Absolutely. During that same time frame, and a lot of the same time frame that people highlight that they found African American. You know, I've seen people use those same newspapers. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, man, them things bogus. That's pseudo as hell. But yeah, man, that was like it was like before CNN. You know, like fake news, like how we say fake news now.
Yeah.
That was at a height back then in the 1800s too, as well. So
that's a fact. So what people are supposed to do is when they read these articles, they're supposed to run down the facts in the articles. They're supposed to be able to find things that can align with what the article is saying. If you can't find this shit nowhere else, it didn't happen. If it's only being said in this one place, it just didn't happen. I believe the Aboriginals of America built everything that was it. I don't put that on any other civilization.
Right, and I hate when other people say, "Well, no, the natives people here. They wasn't you. It wasn't the Africans that came here. You guys. It was the real natives." And I'm like, these people never built anything.
Right. It's a reason why they say America is built on the backs of slaves or backs of blacks or Black America. It's the reason why they say that shit. So, that's
and like I said, my thing is this: can you name me one Native American inventor?
Nah, they all black. I'm pretty sure they made something. I don't know.
I mean, that's the honest question. I've never really heard one. Like, I've never heard of a Native American inventor, a Native American great musician, a Native American great engineer. You know, somebody that gave something that advanced civilization or that changed the way we looked at things.
And I can't even say that they don't exist. You're right. I just haven't heard of one, but I can't say that person don't exist.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that they don't exist, but have you ever heard of a Native American sports player that was like a phenomenal athlete in whatever sport, being a Native American?
What about the dream catcher?
Or maybe martial art.
We gotta give him credit for something.
I mean,
the dream catcher. This nigga said they make good dream catchers. Okay, we'll give them the good dream catchers. Okay, but I think Chick Homely Roots, which is Aboriginal, makes some of the best ones I've ever seen. But that's just that's just my opinion, But I don't think they have an athlete talent in their bone. I don't think they have nothing worth a damn. That's just my opinion, but
right. It said the feather blowing contest.
Somebody said they got a feather blowing contest. Now they might win that one. Y'all ain't shit.
Yeah, order. Yeah, order.
Dream catcher though, like you could at least gave him something else, bro.
Hey, you know what, man? It's
That's
a
it. That's all.
case. I just wanted to bring up something, man. I listened to this story about this young dude from Illinois, young black dude who became a biologist, right? Now he been missing for some
Okay.
days now. His father just hired an investigator. Now this kid is a biologist and doing some excavating in Arizona. Now he mysteriously comes up missing, and nobody knows about his whereabouts except for the people he worked for. So I just want people to kind of pay attention to little shit like that because here's a young black man who's probably in tune to himself and probably walked across some shit that man maybe could have been the wrong shit he walked across, but I'm telling you, man, some shit like this, man. As I travel these roads and I go down these places that a lot of us don't see too often, there's some dark places that we don't know about, and throughout North America, bro. I just want to put that out
That's
there.
why.
And the
That's why it's
kid
good.
name is Daniel Robinson.
That's why it's good to
Daniel
always
Robinson.
man and try to put it out there to somebody or to some type of people to acknowledge what's going on, especially if it's something positive like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, ain't no telling what happened. It shouldn't be nothing like that going on, especially with somebody on that level of education, applying themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, stuff like that. Anybody doing anything like that, man, let the people know so people can look out for you. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. That's sad.
Because it's the reason why they don't want us in these certain territories. Because these are your ancestors is throughout all these places. Even on these military bases, man. If you go deep in there, it's military cemeteries. I mean, it's cemeteries in some of these bases. And they tell you that it's Indian cemeteries on this basis, but when you find them, it's black people buried there. Black Americans, so-called Negroes. So it's a lot to, and they tell you that every time they say it was a battle that happened when they took over a land, a spot or a fort, the Indians end up being pushed right outside of that fort. When you go to most of these military bases, it's a hood right outside every military base down there. Everyone. I'm just putting that out there. Let you know where the Indians went. We all over the place. We all over the place. And when every time I hear these, when I hear a Pan African say, well, where y'all people, what language y'all speaking, and what y'all fought for, man, the stories go untold. How many black people are fighting for their land? Look at the Rosewood. Some people been fighting for their land because it belongs to their people. It's land throughout Oklahoma where they tell you the Indians went to. Guess who fighting for the land? Negroes. We telling you who this shit belongs to. But the story ain't being told because they control the media. But we got social media now. And see, this is the new battle. This is the new battle. That's why they trying to monetize, do all the bullshit they can to quiet you. If they can. If they can. I'm going to digress.
Nah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. Who else we got in the chat, man? Who we got in here right now? I see some
Well, they said Native Americans made baby bottles.
Baby bottle. Nah, that's our original shit, G.
That's what they said, man. I put the link in the chat. Baby bottles, syringes, fucking
But that's
corn rubber.
man, nah, bro. That's made by American Indians, bro. I got the encyclopedia that's giving credit to us as doing that, bro. You crazy?
No, but you was for that, but you was asking for the natives. I ain't talk about the Aboriginals.
Maybe they confusing the two, bro. Native Americans is Great Plains Indians. That's Plains Indians culture. If you look up Plains Indians and what they offer, look it up. You gotta look up Plains Indians. You can't. They gonna try to say American Indians and synonymous with Native Americans. That's how they try to do that. But when you go through the American Indian Encyclopedia, it separates Great Plains area and what they got. It don't match up to what you got in the Southeast, the Northeast, the West Coast, the Midwest. It ain't the same contributions. Now, you know it's not the same people. They ain't explaining people. They just explaining contributions in the encyclopedia. But us, you know, you got to learn how to bob and weave and decipher. God gave you all three of them things to look at shit with.
Only thing they said was teepees.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's plain Indian shit. And when you got something plain, if they telling you that you a Plains Indian and a plain Indian, let's just keep it real. If you got something that's plain, it ain't got nothing on it. You understand me? Not a coincidence. Ain't nothing on it. It's fact. Like it ain't nothing. Ain't nothing come with it. So that's a plain Indian culture. I mean, ain't nothing with it. You see what TPs, bro?
Right. They were nomadic travelers.
A TP, I mean, they can have that. You feel me? And back in the day when we had to beat up on some of these Indians went around our community talking about we use TPs. Nigga, ain't nobody grandmama sat outside no TP. Have y'all seen this? Somebody in the chat. Let me drop the link in the chat one more time. Yeah, like I said, we took several fruits and grass all over there to the Eastern Hemisphere. Africa got cotton from us. Egypt got cotton from us. They got okra from us. Huh?
Yo, but why do you say okra is from America? Like, where do you get that from?
From the pre-Columbia oceanic voyages done by Pennsylvania University of crops and vegetables and fruits and grass, took it over there to other places. They got the actual records, bro. They got the graphs, they got the chart, they got the origins of it, they got everything. But hey, you got that book? I thought I gave you that source.
Nah, I never seen that.
Oh, you ain't never seen it? You ain't never seen no source like that?
Nah, I hear it all the time. I just never seen it.
Oh, hold on, let me pull it up, bro. Damn, my bad, fam. I mean, I know you hear it all the time, but you know, you know who you talking to, fam.
I know I came to the right place.
You know you came to the right spot. You know, that's a fact. You see what I'm saying? But it's from the Sino-Planotanic papers of the scientific evidence from the pre-Columbian transoceanic voyages, right? This is by John A. Sorensen, and you see the names right there, right? From University of Pennsylvania. Let's get into it. So it talks about scientific evidence for pre-Columbian transoceanic voyages to and from the Americas. So it's also going to highlight shit that was coming here as well, okay? And let me scroll back up. So this is just some of the abstract from some of the places that they went to. They even found shit going back 7,200 years ago. They got shit going back. Recent data that they found, all this shit is all category. I give you the book too, brother. I'll drop it in the chat for you guys as well. So it's a good source for you guys. So it talks about table 1. It talks about pretty much an ABC order, and it talks about the origin and stuff and what the indigenous people would have called it, species of it, common name, origin, and where it was moved to, right? And it's a whole graph. You see the majority. You see America's on here, and we can get into the actual particulars of what they got: okra, chili peppers, you know, coconut, things of that nature.
What do they say about okra?
Hold on, let me find it. Hold on. Maybe it wasn't in this source where I was saying okra, but I got another source for you. Just hold on. Just hold your horses. I will pull that up. But I'm pretty sure you can find it in here.
You know, I'm patient.
Let's see if we can find some okra. don't see it on this one. Just bear with me. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pull up this other source. 2 seconds, you guys. All right, let's get to it. All right, so this other source is going to be. Let me see if I can find it. This next one is going to be from the Civilization and the Ancient Egyptians. Have you ever heard of that book, Civilization and the Ancient Egyptians? Hold on. Let me go to it. Have you ever heard of this book?
Nah.
By this African guy, Takanga A. Bongo. This is actually an African who wrote this book, but let's get into what he wrote.
So that's from that book right there?
Yes, what I'm about to read. Yes, this right here is actually from this book. Yes, sir. And I got the PDF somewhere, so I think it's in one of my other logs. I gotta find it. Civilization and the Ancient Egyptians, right? So we're gonna go down. All right. So they said not only did South America introduce cultivation to Africa, but they also introduced a variety of crops to Africa. The land of North Africa at the time had amazing agricultural potential, but what was lacking was variety of agricultural crops. Can you see that, brother? Not a coincidence?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. The wide variety of crops that the South Americans introduced to Egypt was one of the principal factors that led to the rapid rise of prominence of ancient Egypt. Okay. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I'm following.
Today, more than 90% of the crops varieties that exist in Africa are South American Indian crops. All the root crops that are grown in Africa today are South American crops. Nearly all the vegetable varieties that are cultivated in Africa today originated from South America. Most African traditional dishes originate in South America among the crops that the South Americans introduced to Africa. All right, and it's about to highlight a few of the crops that was introduced to Africa. Okay, pepper, cola nut, corn, millet, yam, sweet potato, coca yam, pumpkin, squash, gourd, black eyed peas, peanuts, okra, pineapple, coconut, plantain, banana, tobacco, palm nut, coconut, ginger, garlic, sugarcane, tomato, onion, cotton gouge. Let's see what else it says. Gouge was used to make eating in vessels and drinking vessels. To tobacco was used only for smoking. The South Americans also introduced goat, hen, guinea hen, and dog to Africa. Today, 7,000 years later, there is still a large overlap between indigenous South American agriculture and African agriculture.
All right, I see where you got that from.
So yeah, that's
but can
where
we
I
be
got.
honest, though? Can we be honest?
Yeah, no problem.
That's the source of where you got it from, but is that actually like a source of the origins of okra? Nah.
I don't know. Maybe there's not sources saying that. Maybe right now, I know they got prehistoric and ancient forms of species of okra here in America. So I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is.
But see, that's what I'm saying though. You can't deny some of the other things that you can definitely find the origin of. You see what I'm saying? So it's like highlighted a whole bunch of them, and then they're like, well, ochre. Y'all don't really have no proof of ochre. Like all the rest of them is like proof. You know what I'm saying? But they got ancient ochre here too, though. That was found here, cultivated in Peru.
I asked you for a source of where you got it from, not on the source of the origins of okra. You gave me what I was looking for.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah, that's all good. But yeah, we can probably get into some more topics of that. But like I said, we know tobacco. You know what I'm saying? You know, coca. You know, certain things that you know what I mean. It don't come from that even that hemisphere. They don't even have an indigenous plant of tobacco that even produces enough nicotine to even be used on any faction in
No, I
Africa.
agree. I agree.
You see what I'm
But see,
saying?
look, I'm not with the this one's better, this one's better. Like, cause
No,
I
I'm not.
read.
I'm not with one saying which one is better. I'm just once you find origin of something, and then you find contact with one when it doesn't have the origin to it, then you got to lead to how did it get there. You see what I'm saying? And this brings in a whole nother topic of conversation,
So you
which
talk
leads
about
to
the cocaine mummies.
not just yeah. Okay, you can use cocaine mummies for instance, not just one, but they found tons of cocaine mummies in the Sudan as well.
But did they all have the tobacco?
Most of them had tobacco in it. Yes, but the thing is, the origin of cocoa and the coca plant still goes back to America. It doesn't have any indigenous plants found in Africa, Asia, or the Mesopotamia as well. So it's still contact will have to go back to America, even
Nah,
if you did
but
with cocoa or tobacco. You see what I'm saying?
do you look at the consensus on why they say that those things was present there?
Yeah, they said that a scientist dropped some onto into the movement or something like that. But when you get into the actual DNA analysis, is that they found too much tobacco inside of the bones, inside the actual DNA in the abstract. And they found cocaine deep embedded also into the abstract. Too much of a large account to say someone would dropped it. You see what I'm saying? And I actually played the actual whole interview called "Cocaine Mummies." You see what I'm saying? They got the whole
Yeah,
thing. They
I
break down
read
the
the
whole archaeology. They break down everything. And one thing she says for a fact that it has to come from the Americas.
Nah, yeah, I remember I read the write up about it a while ago. I forgot all the
Well, yeah,
details.
they did a new published documentary by Nat Geo. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, to me, it's still just like unanswered. I mean, it could be possible.
Well, they saying they know for a fact that it was used, that both of these was used, and how they got it. That's not even a part of the conversation. That's a different, like I said, a different conversation which we can have. You see what I'm saying? The fact is they had cocaine in it, and they was using cocaine. They was using tobacco
Yeah,
heavily.
no, yeah. Because I read something about the lead. Listen, to me, it's just like they really don't know. But I can see why it does lead to some type of. They had to get it from somewhere, man.
I mean, like you said, a lot of the plants and resources are indigenous to the Americas, dating all the way back to the corn itself. But if we look at like shit like okra, like you was mentioning earlier, that's something that we our ancestors have been eating since day one, since what we know where it come from. So if we say it's from Africa or West Africa, then we'll talk about migration of where the people come from, where they could have gotten it from, similar to the cocaine. So all the arguments I always will believe is gonna date back to it's just gonna come right back to the America
And
because the Negro migrated.
the reason I say that, and the reason I say that into migration patterns is because we know certain things came here into for light with new archaeology, but hey, you got to lead to suspect that Americans went to Africa and set up civilization. And not only that, I got literature that
No, that
said,
doesn't. See, that's the stretch. Set up anything.
well, no. This is
What it does
It's
show.
not a
listen.
stretch.
Hold on, hold on.
What it
Hold
does
on, let
show
me
is
let
that
me
they
let me
had
say this
contact.
right quick because you want to make it seem like I stress this. I have read literature that states that people from America introduced civilization to Africa.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. In those literatures that you read, they don't give you a process of how. They just make a claim that they don't prove, and then they try to attach things to the claim, but they never actually prove the claim. It's not that's not what they do. They just
But then you can say we doing it. You can say the same thing for what Black Americans do, because they make a lot of claims
Well,
that
like I said,
Africans,
certain
you know,
arguments
they're gonna.
certain arguments, it makes a claim and there's data to support it. Are you saying there's no
Right.
data to support migration from the Americas pre transatlantic slave trade?
Yeah, I am saying that. Yes. It's not there. I mean, it's people that speculate, people that see that humans have same type of characteristics and behaviors, so they try to link them together. But nah, it's really, there isn't no link. But that's the shit that the white people did when they came over here. They came over here seeing shit that looked the same. Like, well, these primitive natives couldn't have did it, so it had to be. And at that
So let me
time, they
ask
used to
something.
say the Hamites.
So when did the first slaves from Africa come to America? Like, when was the first slave to any part of the America? What actual evidence or documentation where there's an actual source, where there's a billing, a ledger, or wherever, that says that there were Africans brought over from Africa as slaves to the America?
Give me 1 second. This isn't the first one, but this is early on. This is 1575. They say they came over in like 1503, 1504, after the governor of Ovando requested like 2 or 4,000 Negroes from
And
Africa.
where did they and what part of Africa?
Oh, Angola.
They came from Angola. Okay, and what was happening in Angola at that time? Who was at war?
Well, Angola was pretty much at war with other tribes around them. Angola made a treaty with the Portuguese. That's why they converted to Christianity, and you get the first Catholicism in Congo. The king even renamed himself after the Portuguese king. So they was helping the Portuguese. They wasn't really, they was with them. And then later on, you get Queen Azinga, who comes up and is fighting the Portuguese within the Congo kingdom.
So do you believe that the
for 4
word
years.
Angola? So and you think the word, and you think that's how the word Angola came? It came from Nzinga.
No, I never said that. Angola is the name. It's the name of a king. It's just the title for king. So when they came to the place called Ndongo in the Congo, they met the king's name. They don't even mention his name, but they just say their kings are called Angolas. That's why they call the place Angola. This is in the early end of 1400s, early 1500s. Well, end of 1400s. My bad.
But see, you can't even stop there or start there. It's a whole lot of shit going on at that time, brother. It's people coming from the Americas being brought over, Negroes being brought over into Lisbon, and people from Lisbon worn into Angola. It's a lot going on. See, what white America has been able to do is minimize the the dominant effect of the Negro in America. They minimize us as slaves to say that we didn't have the power to have a military or to be capable of warfare. When throughout all of history, all you see is Negroes fighting. So all they did was diminish your title. So it's a lot going on. Those Indians or people that was coming from the Americas that they call them slaves, those were Negroes as well. So even when we go into Africa, Africa is being colonized from people leaving from America, and it's sources that can prove those migration patterns by Negroes themselves. It's always gonna be a full circle, bro. And this is why we see the thing is we know so much about Africa, but know too little about America. And you don't know too much about the kingdoms in America that have ties with what's going on in Europe. and what has ties that's going on in colonizing Africa. All this new American slave shit is new information to Africans themselves.
That's
They
not
are
true.
being taught this bullshit. Yes,
No,
they are. And if
no.
if you even go to their channels, they are being taught this shit now
So
because
I don't.
American is a hey.
What somebody's saying in 2021 really doesn't matter. We could actually go back to these people that was living at that time.
Ask your grandma when did she
Hold on.
learn about African slavery. Ask your great
Oh
grandma
yes,
did she
yes,
learn
they
about
have.
African slavery.
They knew about it. My grandmother from
Okay.
the South, Georgia. Like, it's never been no surprise.
I haven't talked to one that could tell me American education, the education that they had, they were not teaching about no African slavery. No, they
That's
were
not
not.
true. That's not true, brother.
All right.
I could walk you down on this. But you asked for one thing. I want to give you the first thing you asked for. If you look in the back chat, somebody can pull it up. It's where they talk about Africans coming in from the land of Angola. And this is in 1575.
And the land was called Angola in 1575.
Yep, they said the Terra Angola.
Okay.
They say the Terra Angola.
Okay.
So you can look at it a couple different ways. You can look at it through the translation or the transcript. But look, if you go down, we can look at it and they're right. And go down right there. Stop. Go to the first page, the bottom paragraph, and zoom in. And we're gonna see the Terra Angola. If you zoom in on the can you zoom in? So if you look at that second sentence, so it's a dead Terra Angola. And you can see where it starts with the Angol. Move your mouse up a little bit. Next line. No, to the left. No, you on that the second to last line. It's like the third word in. It says Angola. And before it says dead terror. So if you, stop right there. From the beginning of that second sentence, that's a D-E, and then it's a T-E. R-A-R-E. The second line. Yes, that's dead. And then you see where it gets darker, where the T is. Terror, T-E. And then you'll see A-N. Look over, go right there. A-N-G-O-L-A. And if you look at the transcription, it's going to say dead terror, land of Angola. So now if you go to transcriptions, it's going to say the same thing I just said on that second to last line. And they say all through that Angola.
And how old is what's that transcript?
This
That's
is from
1570 what?
75. The Terra Angola, as you see. So when somebody asks for a source, this is a primary source. This isn't somebody saying something about something.
What that the Terra Angola marker? What that marker mean?
I don't know, but we can copy it and put it in Google Translate.
That's the marker. Okay, I rocks with that one.
You know, they looking for specifically. I gave they want to see land of Angola, not just the name somewhere or something. So copy the whole thing, do like the whole sentence, and then translate it. It'll probably be easier that way.
And what's the name of that document or that book? Is it from a book or what?
Nah, it's from a yeah, that's where it's from. It's from that college, yeah. From down there in like the Caribbean. They found all these primary documents, they translated them, put them up there. Like they even talk about Juan Portuguese that came with Columbus. He was a free black man. So the first people that they say that was here that was black was not even enslaved. He was free.
Okay. So I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't negate the fact that it was free blacks in America as well before anything,
That's not what I was saying.
or the origin of So
there was Aboriginal black people in
but
America.
that is the first time I've actually seen the word where Angola is from a document. That's the first time for me saying that. So
well, I'm glad I can show you
I
that.
rocks with that one.
I'm glad I can show you that, brother. I appreciate you. But like I was saying, that don't negate the fact that that doesn't mean that there wasn't black Aboriginal people before Columbus came here. I'm not saying that. That would be silly. That's not my claim. My claim is that these things did happen to both sides. You know what I'm saying? I claim to be both. So I don't shit on one, I don't shit on the other. But the facts is the facts. And we here today.
I'm not shitting on no land mass, but the thing is, when we get into some of these discussions, it is important to know who we were and exactly where your people are and where they come from. And even if some people did come over through some type of migration or on shackles, I mean, we have the evidence that a lot of people were being shackled through the Americas, if anything. If that's the case, if they weren't free, and it's not only just what they call black, it's free Negroes enslaving Negroes enslaving whites, Negroes enslaving everybody. So I mean, it's a whole nother argument to that. It's just we just have to come to understand it.
I don't even think that's an argument. I think that is just explained wrongly. I don't think that we look at the time periods correctly. So if we look at how it was being done in the Caribbean, who was controlling the Caribbean, you had the Spanish controlling the Caribbean. You had in the early 1500s, you had the Portuguese only in West Africa, and that was through these papal bulls that the Catholic Church pushed. So when the Catholic Church is pushing these papal bulls, this doesn't allow any other European country to even come to America, or even go into Africa. So they got to make money somehow. So they are enslaving other white people, right? Then eventually they have the Protestant movement where they break away from the church and they say, "Fuck y'all, we ain't listening to y'all no more." So then the English get involved in the slave trade. Who were the first people they encountered? They couldn't really get Africans because they beefing with the Catholic. So they fucking with the Indians. Until later on things changed. Like that shit was happening. And they was bringing over indentured servants in the beginning.
No, they brought over white slaves, dude. They brought over white slaves. Don't do that.
Man, these niggas had contracts, bro. That ain't no slavery, man.
Man, are you crazy? I can show you right now where they were documents where they were snatching up people off the streets of London with no damn contracts involved with them.
Hold on. And then when they got to America, they would get indentured and they would get a contract, brother.
No, they did not. When they came into America, they entered here as white slaves in America, in the Virginia colonies.
Show me.
Okay. All right, hold on.
I'm gonna show you white people with contracts. These black people.
I'm not denying that, but you're denying the fact that they came over as slaves as well.
No, some came forced, some came voluntarily. You had the what was they called? Free.
I'm talking about. We know some came forced, and we know some came voluntarily.
Yeah, but wasn't no
when
Africans
they came here,
though.
But when they came here, they were still classified as slaves. Yes,
so, listen. So you just said it right there. We know they was coming voluntarily. There wasn't no West Africans coming voluntarily. All of them was coming forced. It was all forced. I don't even know why you're trying to compare that.
Oh, but when by force?
A lot of these slaves came willingly by their own black kings. That was all.
It wasn't the whole time. It wasn't the whole time. That's what I'm saying. It was free Americans that left the Americas and went into West Africa themselves to colonize.
Yeah, that's
These
during
are
a
free
certain
people.
time period. That's during a certain time period.
Now after that
I'm
happened,
talking
there
before that.
were some people coming back.
Yeah, some of those people
Okay,
came back.
true. Before
But
that, but
that's a whole
but if
different.
you
So when we talking like when we at that time, you ain't finding too many indentured servants at that time. I'm talking about the inception of these colonies when they didn't have too many choices. They couldn't get Africans at a certain time. That's why they had to be pirates, and they were stealing them from people's ships. They didn't like really enslaving the Indians. For one, they was on their land. That's why they started moving them away, because they could run away and they can get help. So it all like, I don't think that it's just told properly. That's all.
it's not, because even when you say they, a lot of them they happen to be Negroes
Nah, these
themselves.
people were white slaves. White slaves was motherfucking in the
Right.
Virginia colonies.
Give me a name. Which one of these slaves was white? What name?
Man, hold on, Jay.
And if you know them because they got free, and they got free in court. I'm telling you now, you're gonna go down a wrong road. See, listen, that's just like I said before. Yeah, that's the source of where you getting what you're saying, but that's not a source of the information, bro. Like, yeah, you could say, "Oh, well, this is where I got it from. I didn't just make it up." But when we get into details,
You can go to Statutes of Virginia Assembly, Volume 2, page 208. It's gonna give you the actual court records. It's gonna give you the actual charged in court probate. But no, that's not it.
And what's it gonna say?
Huh?
And what's it gonna say?
It's gonna say where these people was owned by black people. It's gonna give you the actual documentations.
Hold on,
It's
by
gonna give
black
you
people.
everything.
What year? Because they
16.
made a law against that after a while. So it did happen. So Anthony Johnson had two or three white slaves.
I think this was in like 16. This was like in 1660s, 1660, 1650.
Yeah, and they don't even have slaves at this time.
They do.
No. Usually somebody that becomes a slave is because of punishment from their indentured servitude.
No, it tells you right here, white slaves were actually owned by the Negroes and Indians in the South in such the extent that the Virginia Assembly passed the following law in 1670. It is enacted that no Negro or Indian, though baptized and enjoys their own freedom, shall be capable of any such purchase of Christians. So that's an actual law.
I know.
I know. So when you go to the statutes and the case laws in the Virginia Assembly, it's going to give you the actual court records of white people being enslaved. Not only that, being brutally killed. So we can go through several more of these.
Listen. I'm saying after 1670, that shit wasn't going down.
Okay, I'm not saying that. We're talking about from the beginning. You said it, but you said after this Angola shit, they turned the people here. I said no, it was white slaves here. You said they was indentured servants.
Yeah, but see, look, that's you're taking a conversation somewhere else. So we're talking about a Spanish colony. Now we're talking about
no. The argument is you said that they was white indentured servants. I said that they was white
just
slaves.
Because that book calls them slaves, that don't make them slaves.
No, this ain't what the book said. This is what the actual document says. So when you go to the case law, you go to the actual law that was actually
you're not
passed
in 1670. You're not going to see white enslaved. You're going to see Christian. And what you can't do as a Christian is be enslaved. You can be indentured, but you cannot enslave a Christian, bro. That's an English law. That's an English law. So that's where you're all wrong. That's why they use the word Christian. And then I can show you where later on they said they're going to.
When did that become an English law? Hold on. When did that become an English law?
It's always been an English law. You can look in the Bible. It says it. That's what they based it off of.
Hold on. Let's pull this up.
You can go to fucking, what is it? Leviticus 25, where it talks about, your brother, 6 or 7 years, but then the heathen you enslaved for life. What are you talking about? And then they make the law where they say, if you're from a heathen nation, you could be a slave. This is when they start establishing these laws based off the Bible. What are you like? Come on, bro. You everywhere. I'm gonna bring you back though.
No, we know that they did all these slavery acts off the Bible. We know we got the Treaty of 1213 with the Vatican in the Vatican Church and the Catholic Church, bro. Like you ain't come on, bro. Like don't do that. We got this.
Yeah,
I know.
but that's what I'm saying. You're not telling the story in context. In context, they could not have white slaves because the white people were Christians, and by law, like you just read, they can't buy no Christians.
That's not true.
Yes, it is, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You don't want to, yo, Ab. I'm telling you, you can go right to it to the 1600s. I think it's Acts concerning slaves. I think it's 1662 or some shit.
You said white people could never be slaves, not even in Europe, not even in London.
We talking about Virginia right now, and you jumping.
No, because I'm telling you right now that the Virginia. I just went through. You show me where it said white people can't be a slave because of the Christian Act. Now you pull up a source. I want to see a source.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
Come on, man. I just showed you white slaves in America. I can show you where a slave was beat to death in the archaeology, and the bones found that this child was a white boy, a European, beat to death, a slave. What are you talking about? And right after you find that, I got something else for you. Well, I don't know if you're gonna find it or not, but you're pretty good with research. You're gonna find something. So I'm gonna get straight into this white slavery in goddamn Europe, and I'm gonna show you what was going on. Hey man, make sure you hit that like button, man. My bad. We over looking for research. This had big. So shit. They got so much history on this shit. It's ridiculous. And when you go into national archival records, they call it white slavery, by the way. So that's in national archival records. I'm gonna drop that link to y'all too in the back. 1888. Hold on, just say, yeah, I got some shit pulled up right here.
You know what? I'm reading something right now, and what's interesting. I don't know how to do all
I
this.
didn't know you was in here, G. Let me drop the link for you. Hold on. Damn, that's a PDF. Y'all might as well go and get that. I'll drop that in there for y'all too. Y'all can get that PDF. And that PDF is on how a lot of these old battles that they talk about actually is court cases. It's a dope ass PDF. Y'all should get into it. It's dope.
Hey, I'm reading something called something about Peter Patrol. It's the Native Americans who own slaves. Now, this is I don't know who this guy is or whatever, but he states that journalist Eliana Roberts, she said that they didn't own states that they didn't own black slaves. Many natives did not own black slaves. Roberts states that like most average Americans, many natives did not own black slaves. That is significant. Most slave owners were part of the upper class. But this person says that like most average Americans, many natives did not own. So the average American didn't own black slaves? Is that what this person is saying?
Say what now? Hold on, y'all. Go ahead.
I just want to say peace. Peace and paradise to all American Aborigines. Big AP, Copper Grizzly is in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How the brothers doing on the panel?
What's going on, brother?
Halito, brother. Halito.
Everybody doing? Y'all know this is my lane right here, man. We talking about the Slavs and slaves and stuff. Hey, brother, this is my only question to people that think like you guys think, right? Is it possible for the pale man who's providing the information for you that you're reading, right? Is it possible that they're changing the concepts up and changing up the story to put themselves in power?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, that's in indigenous mind. That's not a coincidence.
I know. Well, I have to be the bag up and just say absolutely. That's all.
Because I really need to know what don't they agree with that they're presenting. What narrative? Because the narrative is attached to a caste system, a construct, a color construct. And we know that black, for instance, if you look at the etum of black, it would be bleached, blotted, right? From crackers up there bleaching y'all dome. Black is a concept. White is a concept that did not exist when they said it exists. So you're never going to find no law in American history that says this is a black slave, this is a black law, this is a white law. That's illegal. It does not exist. They're writing this white slavery.
So you
and
count
just
America
slavery. Slavs are Slavs. Don't put white in front of it. Don't put black in front of it.
You count
Yeah,
America
bro, I'm
before
teaching right now.
1776 or after?
Bro, listen. You're reading something that wasn't written in 1776. You just read something that was written in
No, I'm asking you a
2013.
question. You saying America because we talking about some shit in the colonies. That ain't America. So it's like you playing these word games.
I'm not playing any word games. I'm specifically talking about slavery. Slavs are people from Slavonia that came here in chains. Are you familiar with the Mann Act, brother?
Yeah, and it's in the 1900s. Not nothing to do with
Okay,
slavery.
why are they still creating slave
you have people-
protection laws? Hold on, brother. But who was the Mann Act created for, brother?
For people bringing white women across lines, selling prostitution. Like you see R. Kelly.
What was that, slavery?
It's a form of, yes.
Wait. I just listened hearing you just say that white people are indentured servants. When we just said that there's a Mann Act in 1910 that puts them in slavery in 1910.
No, that's not what it does. That's no.
Really?
Excuse me.
No. You just said it was started for them in 1910. Let's stay there. Let's stay there. Don't move. Don't move the goalposts, brother. Don't do that.
No,
if slavery was supposed to be over in 1865, why are they still having slave laws for pale women in 1910? Please explain.
That word is not even in the law. So why are you even doing it?
Wait. You are putting words into law, like black and white.
No.
Yeah, you're making a difference. You're making a difference now between these pale women who were put into sexual slavery. Now it's like sexual indentured servant, sexual. What's happening, brother? Why do you continue to push the narrative of this degenerate bastard? Why do you do that, sir?
No, why are you lying? Where in that?
No, I'm not lying, nigga. You listen. You are literally regurgitating eugenic talking points, crack ass talking points, and then you think we're gonna accept that? You're gonna come up here and read some bullshit talking about only white people were indentured servants and niggas are slaves. Nigga, the term slave come from their name. Yes, bro, that's all you've been saying. That's all you ever say is you say this dumb shit that niggas are slave and white people are indentured servants. When I just asked you about the Mann Act, and you act like
the Mann Act doesn't say nothing about slavery. It doesn't say nothing about slavery. So you're lying about that. It says nothing about it.
Is that right? I'm lying?
I'm positive. You're positive. Yeah. It's about prostitution across the state line. So I don't know why you're doing it.
Well, really?
Really?
So the Mann Act in 1910 has nothing to do with slavery. Is that what we're saying, sir?
I said the word
The
slavery
fact
not
that they are
in
putting
there.
Slavs into bondage for sex trafficking, sir.
The
In
word is
1910.
not in
That's
there. The
hold on.
word is not in there. I don't
Wait.
listen. Did not listen.
So
Listen.
do you have a law from
I don't
1600
know
that got
why.
niggas and slaves? Sir, do you have a law that you can produce for us?
It'll say
You
Negro
don't. You don't
slaves.
have a law that you can produce for. Hold on.
Go
So
in the
you move
back
the
chat
goalposts.
right now.
So you
Go
want
in
to
the
say
back
what's
chat
in a
right
law,
now.
but you
Listen,
never pull up a
listen.
law that puts only niggas in slavery. So why
Listen,
the fuck is you talking about laws right now? What the
man,
fuck is you talking
I
about? You
had
don't
it.
have a law
Listen,
from the 1600s,
I had it in the
brother.
back chat for 15 minutes already.
You had it,
Since you started talking, it's been in the back chat.
bro. You don't have nothing from the 1600s that makes niggas slaves. Stop it.
All right, hold on.
Stop it.
This
What
nigga
language would it be
crazy.
written in then, sir?
Hold
I got
on.
you.
First
What
of
language
all,
would it be written
it's
in?
English.
I got you.
English.
So see,
I'm about to
English
tell
didn't
you.
exist in 1600s,
Nah,
sir.
man, I'm not talking to you. What, if you really gonna do that, I'm not talking to you. Man.
Nah, bro,
No, you got
you
it, bro.
can't
You got
you're
it.
not
Yo, y'all have a
listen.
nice day.
First
No,
off,
you're not
not a
qualified.
coincidence.
You're
Not a coincidence.
qualified
You're
because
not
you're sitting here
qualified.
trying to
Listen,
act like the
anybody
man.
that's
Listen,
listening to you know you sound like a fucking
you in here
idiot.
know what?
Nigga, I'm the top of the
Anybody
food chain
listen
when
to
it comes
you,
to
they
this shit.
should know.
Fuck is
They
you
should know
talking?
that you over here capping for white people, bro. Why are you trying to compare what happened to black people to white people? So what? These bitches was
Nigga.
getting prostituted. That shit don't have nothing to do with slavery. I said, yeah, you could look at it as a form of slavery, but it's not them
Nigga.
putting you on
It
an
wasn't just
auction
about
block
prostitution. They were just trafficking them in general
somebody
for
that like
whatever. They could have been planting in the
colonial
field. They
government to
still
United States
trafficking
government.
human beings,
No, I
dude.
don't, man.
What the fuck
So
is
what?
wrong with you?
Yo, you sound like them all lives matters motherfuckers. Like, so what about black people? Everybody, shit happens to everybody. What are you talking
You
about?
sound like a goddamn loser,
You sound crazy,
sir.
bro.
You sound like
sound crazy.
a petro. You're gonna teach this losery to your children and children and children, right,
Man,
nigga?
listen, no.
Nigga, they
I
the
teach them
slaves. We
about,
not slaves.
I
Stop
teach
coming
about
on here with your slave mentality with no information. You have zero
yeah.
information, my nigga. You don't have no
First of all, I
laws. You
got
don't have
invited.
nothing.
I got
You
invited.
have cracker stories. I got you. You got cracker stories, and you come on here and regurgitate the cracker stories. And they have the nerve to say, I'm sitting there pushing for them. Nigga, we push for
I got
power
invited
over
on.
here.
I got invited on,
Nigga,
brother.
we
So
push for
listen.
aboriginal
So listen.
power. You know what that is?
Listen, and
Nigga,
I put
that's
some other shit.
social,
Listen, I'm
political,
gonna tell you.
economic empowerment.
I'm
Nigga,
gonna tell you. The
listen
shit
to
I
me.
talk about.
You need to
I
shut
talk
your
about
mouth.
people. I talk about people like
What?
Henry Highland Garnett, a descendant of
Nigga,
Africa.
you don't even
That was
know
the
him.
first
You don't
black
even know
man.
nothing about Henry
Man,
Highland
what are you
Garnett.
talking about? The first black
You
man to
sound
go
like
speak
a
in Congress
MBK
on
reject over
behalf
here,
of what?
nigga.
No, you sound crazy, bro. You're over here
Okay.
capping for white women, trying to compare that to what happened to black women. You
I
sound
never
crazy.
said that. I never
You
said
brought
that.
the Mann Act. You brought the Mann Act. I'm trying to bring up an act in 1670 that made
Nigga, you don't
anybody who
have an
was
act from
born,
1670.
anybody who was born
Hey, nigga.
of a Negro woman was
Hey,
a slave.
listen,
You
I'm
sound
gonna explain this
crazy.
for
sound crazy,
you. I'm
bro.
gonna explain something for you. I
Yeah,
pulled up the
you
Mann Act
got
for
it.
you. You don't have nothing from 1600s written, nothing from 1600 saying anything that you saying out your fucking mouth right now. None of you
All right,
niggas do.
so
So I
then
don't give a fuck
when I
what you
do,
talk.
then what?
You're never
All right,
gonna
hold on.
find any documents from the 1600s, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Never. You're never gonna find any documents written in American English from the 1600s. You wanna know why? Because American English did not exist. Do not fucking play with me. So you up here talking like you know something. Well, niggas produce the documents. Produce them.
Before they call these people white slaves, they call these people Christian slaves. And even when you get into the history and the slavery over there in Africa, like dealing with Tripoli and Tunis, various Morocco's towns over there, it talks about the European Christian white slaves that was over there. This is documents.
AAP. They writing white back into a time period.
Yeah,
Nigga,
white
slaves
is
was
blue.
white
I'm just
in
using that
general.
for colloquial sense now, so you
Yeah.
know who I'm talking about.
But this fool right here, though, he up here talking about, no, they're indentured servants. You know how many times we've been beating that dumbass shit up? Dude, the term slave comes from them. What the fuck is going on? Like, why we got to argue about that? There's no such thing as black and white.
That's not the argument.
Period.
I don't know why you're saying that.
No, there's no such thing as black and white. So that's what you're making it. You're making it about, you're capable for white women saying that what happened to them is worse than happened to sisters. Nigga, I don't care about none of that. I'm saying stop putting all the weak losery on our people. Period. That's all I'm saying. We're not slaves. We're the masters. They're the slaves. You could be a slave all you want. We're not slaves.
All y'all want to do is put some.
Do you not understand that? Hey, listen, sir. We are not slaves. How about that?
Who said anybody was a slave?
You did.
Man, listen.
You believe in the Kunta Kinte narrative. You believe in the out of Africa. They done brought all these niggas over here from Africa. You believe that shit.
You should be a preacher, bro. Y'all got y'all shit like mapped out. Y'all say the same shit.
Yeah, but we have evidence. We have what you don't have. We have evidence. We have the bones. We have the burial sites. We have archaeology, craniology. We have every ology that you don't have. That's what we have. We have evidence. Y'all have shit. This is not even a debate, nigga. You should be quiet, taking notes in the chat room. You should never be on nobody's panel because you don't know enough. And you niggas continue to come on here and push these cracker narratives on our people, talking about you want some power. How the fuck is you gonna get some power from their narrative, sir? Please explain. They were not the slaves. They were indentured servants. To who? We were the landowners.
Facts.
What the fuck is you talking about?
That's what you got. That's what you got to answer.
Yo, listen. All right,
they created prisons for them.
Listen. You got it, bro.
Nigga,
I put
say
2
something
links
smart.
in the back. Listen, I put 2 links in the back. You can look at it. You can do what you want. I gotta go. Y'all have a nice day. But there's 2 links in the back, and you're gonna see the distinction.
You should have never came up here. That's what you did.
Man, I'm gonna go wherever I want to
go get y'all master teacher, man. Go get y'all master teacher, man. You suck.
I need to be
You
your
really
master
suck.
teacher, bro. You don't know what the fuck you
Nigga, teach me something right now today. Teach me something right now.
He said
Instead of running, teach me something right now.
There was no. I'm gonna tell you. This one I'm gonna teach you. There was English in the 1600s. I'm gonna teach you that. All right.
Show me. Show us.
Show you. What you want me to
show me?
Something. I just put 2 things in the chat written from the.
Was the Bible written? Was the Bible was written in 1600? Was that written in English?
Isn't it called a 1611?
Nigga,
so what you trying to make a difference between old days and
I'm asking the question. You said that that English existed. I got you. English existed in 1600s. Show me.
What do you mean show you? People were speaking English.
Show us what, nigga. I just told you it didn't exist in
Latin.
1600s. You said it did. Show me. Show us. Show all of us right now. Tell us. Oh, you ain't got to show us. Just tell us. Then we'll show you. Tell us where is it at? The Bible was written in 1600. Why is it? What is that written in? Tell the people. How about this? Tell the people what language the Bible was written in, nigga. How about that?
All you gotta do.
How about that? Well, you sitting here talking, running your little mouth. You don't know nothing that you talking about. Everything that you bring up, you don't know shit. So I'm gonna ask you another question. What language was the Bible written in? You can look it up real fast. You can look it up.
Go on the back chat. That's what you.
No, I'm not listening. You listen.
Stop being scared. Yo, y'all
bro, you don't have no documents that you can pull up that I respect. So I'm gonna let you know that right now. Anything that you pull up, I'm gonna debunk it and embarrass you. So I'm asking you a question right now. Since you're so smart, what language was the Bible written in?
I don't care about the Bible. Go to the back chat.
Well, guess what? That's how they introduced English into America. So what are you talking about? The Bible was translated in 1929 into this American English, sir. 1929. So what was it before that? So y'all run y'all mouth, but y'all know what y'all talking about.
That's an easy question.
No, but he could have looked it up though. But they talk about, this English existed in 1600. You're never gonna show us nothing written in English in 1600s. Period. Well, it was Old English. Okay. Well, do you know what Old English is, sir? That's what I'm saying. Y'all, bro. We're not gonna put up with no more dumb talk no more, bro.
Yeah,
stop coming here talking about white people was indentured servants and niggas as slaves. When the term Slavs come from Slavonia. Period. Slavics, people, Slavs, slaves, them. That's them. We are the masters when they came here. Period. We own the land. This just happened. The changing of the land just happened in the last fucking 150 years.
It's a fact.
These niggas just got power in the last 100 years. Economic empowerment, and then bringing all these immigrants over here to take more economic empowerment from us. That's what has happened in the last 100 years. So you got a nigga like this coming here telling us about some dumbass shit. Nigga, we're going for power. And the first reach for power, it comes from the words that come out your fucking mouth, nigga. Don't come on here talking about, we black, we poor, we weak slaves, nigga. That's a automatic disqualification from somebody that wants to get some fucking power. You understand what I'm saying? That's a nigga right there that don't want power. He just wants to be a slave for the rest of his fucking life.
then he wants to teach slavery to the next generation of people. Nigga, y'all don't have you niggas is cowards. Because you want to put the responsibility to somebody else. You want to kick the can down to your next generation. Nigga, this generation, we gonna stop this shit right now. That's what we gonna do.
It's a fact.
How about that?
It's a fact. And I'm not sure if y'all remember last time he was on, it's the same gentleman that was claiming to be from Africa, and he had a cousin from Nigeria who was the only person he kept in contact with. But somehow he's African, he's not Nigerian. So this is the same brother. It's the same
they just
pseudo
so
brother that was
blanket.
here last time. Yeah. And I
I'm
have to tell him.
European.
Yeah.
So Europeans come over here and be like, I'm European. I'm not French. It's not a certain country. It's 55 countries in Africa, right? Y'all just all Africans. No, nothing. No burial, nothing. Just disrespectful to your ancestors here. That's fine. You could go do that over there. We're going for power over here. Social, political, economic empowerment, right? And you could take that however in any range, that you want. Political empowerment first, whatever. We feel that social empowerment comes first. You have to get yourself out this social caste system. You believe, not y'all the great ones. These niggas believe in general, and y'all listen, you know who you are. You believe that you're weak. You believe that white is better than black. So we push for power. We take power away from so-called pale people that run around here talking about they white. You take that away from them. So when he says you're an all lives matter nigga, I'm a power nigga. We going for power over here. We don't talk weak. So when you weak ass niggas come over with that weak ass talk, nigga, it's a problem because nigga, first off, AP is literally showing you some stuff and they just disregard that.
Hey, but what's crazy is he claimed that he should have gotten. So
I'm sitting there looking at the shit like, what? I mean, you showing them stuff though, and they still can't accept it. Y'all are trying to get the white woman and say that the white woman had it worse than. We never said that. We never said that, bro.
We just saying our people was never slaves on record, never.
Period. And we've been telling y'all for years to email us slavery, please. Please, can y'all please email us? Can somebody email us slavery, please? I'm gonna see what he got in the back chat though.
Hey man, but before we get ready to wrap this show up, man, I want everybody to hit the like button. I want everybody to support the channel. I want everybody to at least thumb up the video and share this right now. And before we go, drop some fire emojis in the chat. It's your brother Aboriginal Power, man. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I might even do another build later on this evening. So just be tuned, man. You never know what I might pull out the woodworks. So I want to say shout out to everybody. Shout out to House School, Big Brother Brown Wolf, Doc Holiday, a.k.a. Mr. Chief Holiday himself. Shout out to Indigenous Mind. Shout out to the Brother Not a Coincidence for coming on too, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all support the channel. We about to get ready to get out of here. I guess we're going to play a little jammy jam before we get out of here.
And shout out to AP, man. Shout out to Aboriginal Power, everybody, and UAP. Everybody.
I appreciate that.
Peace, family.
Let's get it. And make sure you all look at my brother Trey Ali on YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere. Just Trey Ali.
They say they paper tripping, they ain't paper tripping. I ain't even got a social, bitch, I'm non-existent. I ain't never signed no contract with no corporate business. Niggas quick to say they free, but it ain't how they living. Public school was made to create public fools. A billion pictures of invaders trying to say they you. This Atlantis, this our planet, that's on I'ma rule. This ain't the book of old plays, it's that out of bull. They was never great, showing greatness, and they get mad at you. Quick to holler slave, but in them days, bitch, they had masters too. 1655, Anthony Johnson took his slave to court. Black slave masters were majority till we went to war. Quick to holler out copper color, copper strap and blow. Fuck a copper, social distance beef and had the copper scope. Chain by Slovakia parliament, in case you didn't know. You want the foreign leadership, check me if you don't believe this shit. I need paper, big paper, I need paper, big paper, secret papers, I'm escaping. How the fuck I wake up in a business, paper tripping, cause these papers tripping, now I'm paper tripping by the paper, big paper, honey paper, big paper, secret papers, I'm escaping. How the fuck I wake up in the business, paper tripping, cause these papers tripping, now I'm paper tripping, I made a point not to speak on the vaccinations. Social media bringing in medical segregation. My body, my choice when abortion's a mission statement. Guess your body has no choice when you wait for the population. Gain of function research administered through the teachers. Fauci's turning Jesus, they trapping it through the preachers. Got every family beefing, can't even cough in their region. Controversy bringing leeches enough to break down your defense. Force your pledge allegiance to a corporation. Power ain't for show, depends on your participation. Probably ain't gonna go for broke, they scary with no pawns to play with. Them hoes on the creeping like they disappear soon as the day hit. Randy Vaughn took them on, now her soul long gone, rest in peace. I'm quiet for that shit happened to me. Randy Vaughn took them on, now her soul long gone, rest in peace. I'm quiet for that shit happened to me. I need paper, big paper, big paper, I need paper, big paper, secret papers, I'm escaping. How the fuck I wake up in a business, paper tripping, cause these papers tripping, now I'm paper tripping, about that paper, big paper, I need paper, big paper, secret papers, I'm escaping. How the fuck I wake up in a business, paper tripping, cause these papers tripping, now I'm paper tripping up.
Check that out. That was Paper Trip. Trey Ali, man. Go type it in on YouTube. That was fire. Go check my brother out, man. We out of here. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Appreciate y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all be safe. Stay aware. Stay vigilant. Stay dangerous, man. Hey, it's a proud day to be Aboriginal. Let's get it. Peace.